I'm gonna look for my plug. Yeah, just while you look for that. Look that up.
Alrighty. Good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to a special live pro wrestling talk featuring my special guest, the man behind the Piledriver Pulse Misfit Wrestling Podcast, as we are going to dive in to
Right.
some Joshi goodness because we have quite a loaded weekend. We're going to be previewing Stardom New Blood West #2, another New Blood show in Osaka. And of course, we got the main event of New Japan Pro Wrestling Stardom Historic Crossover 2. Misfit, how are we feeling tonight?
Man, I tell you what, been a long week. I haven't done a lot of shows lately. Well, that's not a lie. I did last week. I don't think I did Raw this week though. But
Uh-oh.
uh, I was going to do a pile driver pulse last night, but I was like, I had a headache and everything. So I'm gonna try to do one Saturday maybe.
Think you got the
But
streak for it?
I'm not gonna do one Sunday. Usually my Sundays when I usually do it. But obviously, I might still do one on Saturday, Sunday because I might not actually because we'll talk about that later. But because we decided we're gonna do something cool on Sunday as well. So
Indeed,
um
indeed.
so uh I'll figure that out because you normally when there's a pay-per-view on Saturday or Sunday, don't really usually do a Pile Driver Pulse, but like that one WrestleMania week is when they had like all those shows. I'm like, nope, no Pile Driver Pulse that week. So
Makes
yeah,
sense.
but I'm doing great otherwise tonight, man. Looking forward to talking about some Joshi goodness, and technically we'll be talking about New Japan because they're on that same card on Sunday.
Yep, that much is true. It is Thursday, November 14th of the good old 2024. About to reach the dead middle of the month. Um, I
This
do.
year's flown by fast. I'm just gonna say that right now.
It has. It definitely has. Um, there is one shout out that I wanted to start out with, a very unique one. Shout out to Koki Amare on
Oh,
making history, becoming the first ever
oh yes,
GHC Women's Champion.
Marty loads. Right.
The amethyst butterfly herself.
I saw that. I first of all, I was a little kind of not disappointed that she won. I'm happy for her. The way it was decided is the point I'm making here. Why couldn't they just done like a tournament or something, like a small tournament or something? It was kind of like it's kind of like how that's when WWE does it. They did a battle royal to determine championship.
Yeah, I
Well, it wasn't a
wish.
battle royal. It was more like a guy was a gauntlet or something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty much a battle royal style. You had to throw your opponent over the top,
Yeah,
and it was only 10 women. So
right. I
um
know. I saw Utami was a part of that, so
yes,
I
yes,
knew she wasn't going to win it because she's about to become hopefully the Mario Gold World Champion in January.
yep.
So, which you when you send me the amount of shows you're going to in Japan, I'm like, man, we got to start. We're gonna have to start a GoFundMe for you or something. You gonna be
Yeah, the
crazy,
pockets
man.
will definitely be emptied out for sure. But I gotta give them credit, giving Koki Amari the nod to be the first champ. I mean,
Right?
I
I don't
felt
hate it.
I felt like the way it was going kind of seemed like it was gonna be the Great Sakuya, but
Mhm. That would have been kind of funny if they gave it the Great Sakya the week that Great Muda gets put in the 2K video game.
yeah, that
Which is
incredible
funny because
timing.
on PS5, no, I'm not making this up. I have not only do I have the Great Muda, but I do have a creative wrestler version of Sayaka right underneath,
Oh, do
which is
you?
funny.
Oh, nice.
I'm like that's funny.
Ah,
I might
that's.
make them a tag team. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, after all, you could do mixed tag
Yeah.
matches in 2K24.
But yeah,
So
yeah, happy for her. Also, happy 7th anniversary to Lady C.
I can't believe it's already been 7 years.
Yeah, I
Good,
saw that. I'm like, you're kidding me.
goodness
So I
gracious.
basically throughout happy 7th anniversary to the lovely, kind-hearted, amazing Lady C. So
Yeah, who's been in two factions so far since coming to
yeah,
Stardom.
Queen's Quest and oh my God, what's the current one? God's Eye is
Yeah.
another one she's currently in. Yeah, which is yeah. Anyways, let's get into we can go through news and stuff later if you want, but let's get into some of the card here.
Okay, starting out with Stardom New Blood West #2, which will take place tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This will take place at the Osaka Azalea Taisho Hall in Osaka, Japan.
Sounds like a movie theater.
Yeah, good point actually. That's um
Free on YouTube, by the way. You should make that out. They announced it's gonna be free on YouTube. So
free on YouTube. That is the New Blood way.
occasionally.
Um, we have 5 matches. One of them a title match, of course, the main event. But let's go ahead and jump right on in. We got ourselves a rookie debut
All right.
as Matoi will be taking on the young lioness Hanan. So, how are we feeling?
Well, so all I know about Matoi, which is by the way, I love saying that name now. It's gonna be a great name to say now, Matoi. But uh, I don't know much about her other than I know that a few was it yes not yesterday, but I think it was during the tag league. I think it was Tuesday or Monday that she had I guess a sparring thing going on.
Yeah, she had a exhibition with Milano Collection H.A.T.E, and Shuri was the ref.
Right. I don't know much about her. I know a lot about Hanan. She's obviously the older sister of Rina and Hina. Obviously, she is a former. I think she's a former god. No, is she?
Um, former New
I know.
Blood, former New
I know
Blood
that.
Tag Champ, former Future Stardom champ. This year's Cinderella tournament winner.
Crazy. In fact, Gory has never held the tag team title. That's strange to me. Anyways, but anyways, I know about Hanan. This is gonna be a great test for Matoi. Just like it was with Yuzuki when they put her against Momo Watanabe,
Oh,
right?
yep.
So I think I think for a first match, for a first official match, I'm gonna because I don't count that as an actual match because it was an exhibition, like kind of like you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, yeah.
this is technically just a first official match. I think it's gonna be a great showing. I wouldn't be surprised if they have Montoya go over.
Oh, interesting, interesting.
I know Stardom doesn't like that when they debut somebody, they don't tend to usually have the new person on these shows go over, but I wouldn't be against it.
It's never too late to break that, eh?
Mm.
Um, I'm very curious to see like a follow up to a little. She did a little something something in that exhibition. I mean, not that it was in detail or that it was long, but hopefully they'll unleash more of what she can do in this match. I do believe Hanan will still win, but I hope they get plenty of time. Like they can get 8 to 10 minutes. I mean, I would love for it to be 10 or more, but I figured with it only being 5 matches, I'd say, heck,
Right.
give them plenty of time.
Right. I mean, let me see. Because Yuzuki went with Momo for like 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
and you know it's funny, and sometimes this happens, sometimes it doesn't. But uh, we may become a fan of Matoi after this. You know?
I hope. Shoot.
Because when the Yuzuki match happened with Momo, I'm like, I'm hooked. I like her
Oh,
immediately.
yeah.
So I hope that same thing can happen with Matoi. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be mad, but I do see Hanan going over though.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully they get plenty of time, especially on a 5-match card.
A good 5-match card. See, it's not that bad to have 5 matches on a card.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, this ought to be a very interesting tag match. We have representing Neo Genesis, the team of High Speed Champion Seira and future of Stardom Champion Miyu Amasaki, taking on the pairing of the Pineapple Girl Yuna Mizumori of Cosmic Angels and Momoka Hanazono, who I haven't seen in a while. It's been a hot minute.
Now, I don't know much about Momoka at all, but based on her picture, I can see why they put her with Minazori.
She's actually had quite a few decent high-speed title matches against the likes of Seira and Azumi. For the most part, a comedy wrestler, but a good comedy wrestler. So
Right.
expect to see a lot of bubbles. A lot of bubbles. But she's legit. She's definitely legit.
Now I know about Yuna Mizori. Obviously, she's a member of Cosmic Angel. She's currently teaming with, oh my god, one of the Sayakas
Oh,
in the tag league.
Oh, Aya Sakura.
Yeah. Those two names will get me confused all the time when I'm talking about them.
Which is easy. Which is totally easy.
But obviously, you got to go with the champions here in this one, Neo Genesis. Obviously, you know, this is the first New Blood since no, I don't think she won the title on New Blood, did she? No, she didn't. Never mind.
Right.
Completely different show. That was the Nagoya show. I don't know why I thought it was New Blood. Forget I said that. But yeah, so Amasaki obviously coming off. I believe she's coming off a loss in the tag league just recently, right?
I believe so. They did eventually get a win, but it might not have been the most recent one.
Or did they? I know. That or they must have beaten. Oh my god. Reckless Fantasy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
That's what I was thinking about. Okay, so they're coming off that win there, and then obviously they're both the champions. You gotta go. You gotta go with the Neo Genesis here on this one.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy pick. Have to agree. Neo Genesis. I'm very curious to see the chemistry behind Yuna Mizumori and Momoka Hanazono. I think they'll work out well, but should be an entertaining match for sure.
Hey, you know what? You could see somebody get a pin on one of the champions and probably get a featured match. What the hell?
I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it.
As far as I know, I don't know who's next in line for the feature title. So,
all right.
Next, oh, no, wait, that's HANAKO. Never mind. I just remembered it's HANAKO that's up next in that future title match. It took me a second.
Ah, gotcha. All right, continuing with the tag team action is our next match. We have the team of Cosmic Angels, Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara, and they will be
just talking about.
Yeah, exactly. They will be taking on the JTO duo of Misa Kagura and Sumika Yanagawa. This
Interesting.
this is a team that has teamed up multiple times before in JTO, so very familiar there. Furious, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about this match.
Well, I'm trying to figure out looking at it here. So I've seen a little bit of Misa and a little bit of Sumika. I'm gonna go with what I'm gonna go with them for the win here on this one.
Yeah.
Not because I see the Sayakas, Kurara, them losing a lot of matches, but they lose a lot of matches. On that one.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I believe that they will put up a good fight, I just believe Misa and Sumika are the stronger team.
Right.
So, I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll get lucky and it'll go to a time limit draw, but honestly, I doubt it. So, I'm gonna have to agree.
I mean, it's rare. It's rare that they go to time limit draws on these shows, particularly. But I know they did one. I know there was one last time that went to a time limit draw. I don't remember who it was with. We looked that up while you're going on about it. I know I could. No, compare me not. Okay, so I think it was the main event of last one that almost went to a time limit draw. That makes sense. But yeah, and I'm gonna go with Sukuma and Misa there.
Yeah, it's really good to see that team again. It's been a while since I've seen that team, so I'm actually very excited for that match. But yeah, I'm in agreement. All right, this next one, keeping with the tag team action, a lot of tag team matches on this card. But I think this one will be just as much enjoyable. We have representing Empress Nexus Venus, the team of HANAKO and Rian, taking on Team Evolution in the house of the newly crowned Sendai Girls World Junior Champion, Chi-Chi, and Zones.
I love me some Zones.
Zones is crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. And it's crazy because when she posts pictures of her daily life, it looks totally different from when her character. It's weird.
Yeah, total night
But
and day difference.
but no, I like Zones. I like Chi-Chi. They're great. I like everyone in this match. Well, Rion maybe, I don't know, depends. Hanako's great. This one is a little tough. Now I could see them going with EXV, but like you just said, Chi-Chi was just ground champion.
Yep. Just brought that title back.
Yep, and I don't remember the last time that she was on one of these shows, if at all. So, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go with Chi-Chi and Jones on this one. Zones, not Jones.
This one, part of me kind of has. Oh, goodness gracious. Part of me kind of has HANAKO pinning Zones.
Really?
Yeah, as shocking as that sounds. But I do feel like she's going to be the main one to carry the team.
Right.
For sure. And I mean, Rian has had some team victories, of course, in the tournament with Waka, surprisingly. I'm going to take a gamble. This will be my upset pick. EXV for the win.
Really?
HANAKO pins Zones.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my upset pick.
I know Zones was on that one, the one that we were talking about earlier. She wrestled. She wrestled. Oh my god. Oh, she was actually Chi was on one of these shows. Okay, so yeah, so last time I saw Zones on one of these shows, she wrestled Ami Sorai on here.
Yes.
And then Chi wrestled Miyu Amasaki on that same show. That I believe that was the show where uh they beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, and I believe it was at that moment was where Chi pretty much declared her hatred against Stardom, if I remember correctly.
And she came back.
Yeah, that much is true.
I mean, to be fair, she recently, not that long ago, declared quote war on Stardom. So
Yeah.
I guess this is part of her war.
Hey, let's go to war. We go to war. Um, Furious says, so you'll be spending Christmas in Japan, huh? Will you be eating KFC like the rest of Japan? I'll actually be leaving after Christmas, so the 27th. So I'll still be home for Christmas, so I leave
I'm gonna get
afterwards.
more some water stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I leave the 27th. And as far as KFC,
Which is just not that far from my chair. So
ah, but I hope to honestly, I'm gonna probably be going in on ramen and sushi and yakiniku and a variety of stuff.
and one thing that I want to do if I ever go to Japan outside of going to like wrestling shows, they have this huge friggin' anime store that I want to go to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
You know that one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah. I've already been linked to it, so I'm hoping to be able to fit it in, which I should be able to.
I saw a video from the anime man. He's a great channel. Check it out. That he went to there, and he's had different tiers of things. Like some will be for kids, some will be not for kids, and then some will be absolutely not for kids.
Ah,
So it's one of those stores.
figures. All right.
Just, yeah,
The
main event time.
the main event of Stardom New Blood West number 2. Y'all ready for a title match? Let's go. We have the New Blood Tag Team Championships to be defended as the champions, Devil Princess, which are Rina and Azusa Inaba. They will be defending against the team of God's Eye, Lady C, and Ranna Yagami. Now, of course, Lady C, Ranna Yagami were fresh off of a victory at the previous Stardom New Blood show. So, got a little bit of good chemistry going into this match. But
Oh yeah, they beat Cosmic Angels.
that they did. But, I got to go with the champs, Devil Princess, who still have an opportunity to make top 3 in the Goddess Tag League. But I
I'm
think,
pulling for them. I'm pulling for them because they. it's I called it the little injured that could when they started losing matches and then all of a sudden they went 3 straight in a row.
yeah, exactly.
So
So,
their next match is crucial. Nah, we'll talk about that, of course.
but I think they'll have some good momentum coming off this successful title defense. So I'm going Devil Princess to retain.
Yeah, I'm going with Devil Princess too. Slowly becoming one of my favorite tag teams. Uh, they just for some reason they just gel well together. I don't know how that happened so quickly, but it did.
Yep. And of course, it eventually led to Azusa officially joining Hate, which good fit there.
You could say, and this is might be a hot take here. She has more chemistry with Azusa than she has her own sisters.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you're not.
I'm pretty sure she absolutely loves her sisters. But come on now.
Yeah, yeah. Ricardo, welcome to the stream.
Imagine that conversation at Christmas.
Quite an interesting one, I would imagine. Um, He says tons of exciting stuff happening in pro wrestling this weekend from Japan. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. We're doing good, doing real good.
I am curious why you're pulling up some other stuff. I'm even curious to see what other shows are happening this weekend besides the two big ones. Oh, the big one that is.
So, TJPW, the Mountaintop, where Zara Zakura will get her title shot against Miyu Watanabe, who she has pinned twice.
You should know correctly, right?
Uh,
Are you even? No, I know Noah's got. I was like,
oh
like
yeah. Noah has a show. Yeah, Noah has a show.
I thought I didn't know you were talking strictly, jokey, but that's fine too.
The World Tag League starts Tuesday, so not quite this weekend, but in a handful of days.
Have they announced the teams for that yet?
Yeah, they have.
Okay, because all I know is Naito and Takahashi is going to be one of them. I know that.
Yeah. Some of the teams are pretty. I mean,
Let's see.
Bishamon has a chance to quadruple Pete.
Of course they do. Oh, here we go. So we got Bushimon.
Yep.
We have Kenta Chase Owens, which that clip of Ospreay going off at Gabe Gibb saying, "Bruv, you lost to Chase Owens."
I mean, to be fair, dude, it has been a IWGP Tag Champ, so.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if you can come back from a burn like losing to Chase Owens. I don't know if that's possible.
Which is fair.
Shoto Munuma, which don't get me started on him. Homina, I think Ona.
Yeah, that's a weird pairing. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but
I said Jacob Cobbs, Jeff Cobb, and Callan Newman be good. So Alex Zane has a mystery partner. We don't know who that's going to be.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that it's not Lance Archer like it was last year. I just
seen who's they just decided to team up everyone from LIJ together.
Although Shingo and Yota Tsuji, that's
not a bad team.
That's a promising team.
Outside of Naito, who's slowly going down the ranks of one of my favorites, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Naito is just not there anymore. If I'm being honest here.
Yeah, he's lost some of his aura.
Yeah, 2020 was Naito's year. Can't help what happened there, but that was the year of Naito. Okay, I'm just going to say that right there. But Shingo Takagi is one of my favorite wrestlers on the planet. Yota Tsuji, who one of these days is going to be an IWGP World Champion, no doubt about it. I'm pick. I know this is early thing, but I'm totally picking him to beat David Finlay. By the way, so.
Oh, I'd be down. I'd totally be down.
And also Shingo is getting ready to give us like 2 back-to-back match of the year candidates. Okay.
Yeah.
One with Konosuke Takeshita, which was weird because I could have sworn when they announced that match that it was going to be for the AEW international title. I don't know where they decided to change it, but and then I believe the winner of that's going to face Jeff Cobb, I believe, the next day. Is that correct? I think it's Jeff Cobb.
Let's see. The winner of that. Oh man.
I could have sworn it's Jeff. I could have sworn it was Jeff Cobb.
You might be right.
Oh no, it's Ishii.
Oh, that's right. That was one of the recent announcements, I think. Okay.
I'll tell you what. Whoever wins out, I don't care who wins out of Konosuke and then Shingo Takagi. Either dude against Ishii. Oh my god.
Oh, it's
the Tokyo Dome, nonetheless.
It's gonna be hard hitting, that's for sure.
But yeah, there's other. Let's see. So Yota Tsuji. By the way, I'm just going to quickly say I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think Shingo and Yota Tsuji might actually win the World Tag League this year.
I think they have a great chance.
Zack Sabre Jr. and Owada. There's Ryohei. There's that one.
Yeah.
That's that whole thing with United Empire and stuff. Attack. We'll eventually get into that at some point. But that junior tag team title debacle kind of made me mad. I don't want to go into that anymore.
Yeah,
Gabe
it
Kidd
was
and
pretty
Sonata,
ridiculous.
which I didn't know he joined Bullet Club until I found out about a few days ago.
Yeah, didn't see that one coming, but I was just kind of
Then we
like,
got Great Okan Hanare, which is that makes sense.
yep.
Takamichi Noku, which I'm still surprised this dude is still wrestling. Taichi, we got TM61 basically, Mighty, whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
Naito and Tanahashi and not Gato, Jado. Which that is a little surprising that Jado's doing the tag league this year.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Steve Flip and Tome Flip. I think that's one of the new guys, right?
So they are part of NJPW Tamashi. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Toriano and Bolton Oleg. I believe that, yeah, because Bolton Oleg is filling in for El Phantasmo, correct?
Yes.
Because El Phantasmo is going to, I don't know how long he's going to be gone, but again, speedy recovery to El Phantasmo. But yeah, and then we got Evil and Rinneria. So those are the tag league things there. Reason why we're talking about New Japan, because New Japan is going to be a big part of this weekend. So
Yeah, but I was ultimately thinking either Bishamon or Shingo Yotasuji wins it all.
who do you think on the B block gets to the finals?
Well,
Man, imagine if they did an LIJ versus LIJ finals.
oh
I mean,
man,
it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to do that.
which is true. I mean,
Well, I'm reading that this is going to be Takahashi's first tag league.
I believe so.
That's
Actually,
crazy.
yeah,
He's been with New Japan for how many years now? And he's never been in the tag league.
yeah. But I mean, he was kind of, I guess, kind of creeping back and forth between junior weight and junior heavyweight and heavyweight. So
Okay, well, see now I want Alex Zane's partner to be El Desperado.
that would be interesting. I
I,
mean,
I'm just ready for Despy to get out of the dang junior division.
yeah, I'm guessing we'll
He's far succeeded that division by now.
I'm guessing we'll probably find out maybe tomorrow or Saturday who his
Okay.
partner is. I mean, the sooner the better.
And it does specify here that the winner will get a IWGP Championship match at Wrestle Kingdom. So speaking of Gabe Kidd, while we're at it, there's possibly a match brewing with Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, potentially for Wrestle Dynasty, I believe.
If originally I read that as Wrestle Kingdom, I'm like, what?
Or hey, if they have it at Wrestle Kingdom, I wouldn't hate it.
I mean, at first I thought Kenny said January 4th. I know he said the Tokyo Dome, but
Yeah,
like I didn't, so I mean, I'm hoping Kenny Omega is going to be back in time. I miss Kenny Omega on my TV screen. Uh,
same.
I know I hear some people got to understand when Kenny Omega comes back, he cannot be the Kenny Omega of old.
Yeah, I expect it to be toned down, quite a bit. And this probably could be his last run of his career.
I mean, because I know Fightful put up a really good interview Sean Ross Sapp did with Kenny Omega earlier today. Basically saying, he wants to retire on his own terms. There's has good days, bad days when it comes to the diverticulitis. So, he said
yeah.
he's having more good days than he has bad, which is good.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Kane, welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, the Kenny Omega makes it back. Imagine that. I bet the Kenny Omega be like, I want to come back, but not for AEW. I want to come back in the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, that crowd would go insane.
I was curious. So that was one of the things on Power Struggle that everyone was wondering, like, what is Kenny Omega doing here? What does he need to say? He says, well, if he's if he's good to go by then, they'll have wrestle a match at Wrestle Dynasty. So that is his plan. I'm curious to see how big that card is going to be because you got like 5 different promotions on that show.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's
Which I feel bad for. I kind of feel bad for Stardom because I think they may get the short end of the stick, unfortunately.
Yeah, honestly, they might get one if they're nice enough, maybe 2 matches.
Because because look, if you look at our start crossover, every match features a Stardom talent,
Yes, that is correct.
which is very different from the first one.
So
So,
should be interesting. Should be really interesting.
so you want to
Um,
run down the start crossover? Or you want
yes, yes. And just a quick note, we will be doing a live reaction for Stardom New Blood West number
tomorrow?
2. So y'all keep an eye out for that. We got you covered.
Which hopefully by before then I will have my SmackDown review up. So hopefully, no promises.
So we're gonna keep the action going in Osaka
9 matches.
with New Japan Pro Wrestling, Stardom Historic Crossover number 2. Only the second one. Gus Ladius, welcome to the stream. So,
Before you run down this card, I want to make mention of something. I think they may add like a rumble or something, but this is supposed to be the birthday of Lady C, and she's not on the show. I'm just
oh,
looking at this.
this
So
rests on her birthday?
yeah,
Oh shoot.
they might now before him because I know they're probably going to add a rumble on the show because they tend to do that, um, which probably is going to be won by not Lady C, who the tall woman who wears a mask, not Lady C, obviously.
Ah,
uh, so just want to make mention of that.
but yeah, this will take place at the Ideon Arena in Osaka, Japan. All right. We got quite a number of matches. Only 2 title
9,
matches. Only two
9
title
matches.
matches, but hey, we're gonna make the best of it because this is quite an interesting card. So, first up, we're gonna start out with the ladies of Stardom, as we have quite an interesting pairing here. We have the team of HANAKO and Aya Sakura, and they'll be taking on the team of Sayaka Kurara and Ranna Yagami. Okay.
This match is technically listed as a pre-show match.
Yes.
And now whether or not this is the only pre-show match that remains to be seen. We'll find out. They've got a couple more days before Sunday, so technically it's going to be Saturday night for all of us who's going to watch it. Even though it's at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Thankfully, it's not like a 4 o'clock in the morning like the Mario Gold shows.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, this match should be interesting. That's so. HANAKO, I think. All right, so this is interesting. This is like mixture of units here. HANAKO, obviously part of EXV,
Yep.
and then you have Aya Sakura, who is part of Cosmic Angels. You have Rina Yagami, part of God's Eye, and Sayaka Kurara as part of Cosmic Angels. So this is a weird. I don't know how these matches are together, but this is a strange. I mean, it should be fine. Um, but I'm gonna go with HANAKO's team on this one.
Yeah, I gave it some good thought, and I just chopped this up as, just showcasing these 4 ladies who, have been rookies, but, have gotten, decent amount of experience under their belts by now. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Hanako
Okay.
Aya Sakura.
This is like a no blood match on a big stage. Is basically what it is.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I think we're on the same page with that one, there, right?
Yeah,
So
but I do
yeah.
like all four. I do like all
Oh yeah.
four ladies.
Hanako
Alrighty.
being one of my favorites. Glowing, like she was that I want to say, like, I haven't said it yet, uh, but I've been wanting to mention this on my show as well.
Hmm.
Hanako going to America did Hanako some good for her.
Oh, humongous, humongous.
She really needed that excursion. So
Yeah, it was kind of a mini excursion because it was only a month, but hey, it was a month of magic.
I think Utami had one as well. I think she had a mini one as well when she was still with Stardom.
Yeah, she did I think 4 shows in the
Yeah, I know she
States.
did 2 GCW shows, and I know she did the Ring of Honor taping, and then there was another show she did. I can't remember. I cannot for the life of me
Oh,
remember what it was.
JCW. It was a JCW show. So 2 GCWs, a JCW, and ROH.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
And then she was like, "Hey, Bushiroad, I want to leave."
yeah, pretty
Basically, what
much.
happened. Um. So yeah. Uh. Next match, which seemed I'm gonna be honest with you. This next match might be one of the best matches on the show.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm just really happy that this match is happening. Of course, you already know the reason why. And yeah, the outcome could go either way, but I'm just happy that this is happening because I mean, y'all are about to
Friday
find out
Brave,
wow.
my guy.
So, we got more tag team action. We have Cosmic Angels, Tam Nakano, and Saori teaming up against, you said it, my friend, Tomoka Inaba, Shuri, Karate Brave. And I am hoping they do a special entrance. They do that,
um,
I'll be happy regardless of the outcome.
yeah. So I've been quite critical of Cameron Kano's booking lately, and right? So I know she can't. I mean, technically, she listen to me. I feel like she could just go up to the Okada, be like, let's not do this. But
Yeah,
she doesn't. Anyways, I don't want to start anything here, but uh, well, as a wrestler, she's not a bad pro wrestler, right?
right.
I just don't care for her gimmick that much anymore, and the way she's booked. But I love Sariana, love her. Me, I still think she used the actual leader, Cosmic Angels, regardless of what anybody says. Don't come at me, ain't Cosmic Angel fans.
I've been a fan of her since I discovered her via Ice Ribbon.
um, yeah, one of my favorite things about her is just she has this look of like not a care in the world. Basically, comes out here, doesn't really have. She doesn't have a flashy entrance. That's what makes her so cool.
Yeah.
She has a cool cape, has this banger of a theme song, and then has banger matches.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah. So Cosmic Angels. Obviously, this would have been Meltier had not to point not been involved in another storyline we're going to talk about soon.
Yes.
But I unfortunately give she's got a title match coming up very soon, so
Yeah.
I'm going with Cosmic Angels on this one.
So, before I give my take, all the Tam haters out there that want to, actually, scratch that. All the Tam lovers out there
I'm about to say, are you about to go off on
that
it and then say, hey, all the tab haters, you
that
suck.
that that want to come at me, do remember I like Tam and I've met Tam, so don't even go there. Don't even go there. All the Tam lovers out there, don't even come at
I've
me.
already said I just don't like her booking. Like if she was booked more like Shinsuke Nakamura is.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a terrible example. All right, more like how Io was booked on in WWE. If she was booked more like that, I would be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. Gus says the Tam stands. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. Um, I
I'm also one more thing I'm going to mention. Her reign as champion is horribly boring. I'm going to be honest with you. There, I said it. All right, go on.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Um,
Miss Mike as champion. I'm just saying.
y'all know me well. Y'all know I love Karate Brave. I fell in love with Karate Brave instantly when they formed in the tag league a couple of years ago. And while I will be just the biggest cheerleader for them in this match, Misfit, I'm gonna have to agree. Cosmic Angels ends up winning this.
I know how gutted you were when you found out that they weren't going to be in the tag league together. But somehow, Shiri's current partner is doing things with. So,
Yeah, and shout out to Saki Kashima on the new finisher.
outside of that one surprise victory over Fuku Double Crazy.
Oh yeah,
which now when you think about it now, it made I was okay with it only because they had to immediately go to another venue after that.
yeah,
Saki's been bringing it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, why don't we see more of this version of Saki Kashima? And I love Saki Kashima, right?
Yes.
Like how can you not? How can you not? Look at her. Look at her adorable face, right? But
yeah.
she's a little evil demon of cuteness, as Meerkat likes to call her, which he is absolutely correct about. But she's been bringing it. I want to see more of this outside of the next. When this tag league is over, I want to see more of that from her.
Yeah. I expect that as well.
But yeah, I think this match is going to be fantastic, though.
Yeah, but I am gonna have to agree. Yeah.
I love Tomoka Inaba. Love Shiri. Tomoka Inaba. I was pulling for her so hard because I was like, oh man, if they went with Micah and her in the finals, I would have been like the happiest dude on the planet. They didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm not that I'm complaining about the Saya Micah match because that was great too. But
right.
But just the thing about it, Micah versus her mini version of herself. Come on.
Kane says nothing against Tam, but every time I heard that name, Tokimeki Parent a la mode, I'm laughing like Micah at the press conference.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds like a dang coffee brand. Okay,
it's a trash name. I don't know what the heck they were thinking when they came up with that name.
When I saw Micah's reaction to that, I'm like, Micah, you no, but we love you for that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Gus,
Gus.
Micah realized how stupid it was.
Yeah, like instantly. Gus says, "How could you not like Tam Nakano? There's really no one on the Stardom roster that isn't likable."
Well, that's not true. That's not true.
Gus.
As a character, I'll tell you one thing. As a character, nobody likes Natsuko Tora. As a person, she's a great person. But as a character, no.
I mean, Gus, you got to also remember this is the same woman that ended Mina Shirakawa's white belt run like that when it was unnecessary.
Yeah. And then that whole thing with I'm gonna go on a losing streak, not win any matches during the 5-star, and then just immediately win the title, right? After they had a perfectly, and I keep saying this every time, and I'm gonna throw it into the face until the day I die.
Yeah.
You had a perfectly good story in your hand with Natsuko Tora as the champion, and you flushed it all away for Tam Nakano.
Yeah. Not to mention someone that couldn't win a match and still.
Not only that, you wasted you gave up Micah's great title run for that.
Who was, I believe, undefeated going into that match.
Yeah. This is why I waste. Now I'm kind of see. At first, I was one of those people. I told you about this when they put the title on not Natsuko. I said because everyone was like, "Oh, this is the death of Stardom and all that stuff," right?
Mm-hmm.
And and you know those people that said all that stuff, right?
Right.
So, and I said, give it a chance. There's a story being told here. It seemed like they're going towards that story, and then
Yeah.
so. But other than that, but yeah, this match is gonna be great. I like him. Like wrestling wise, I like Tam Nakano. Soriano, love her. She is a goddess, as I like to call her. She just looks like one. Okay.
Yeah, she does. She definitely
um,
does.
which would be perfect if she ever becomes a goddess of Stardom champion. So, but Tomoka
Um,
Inaba and great stuff there. So yeah, we got Cosmic Goes here. So I would love for Tomoka Inaba to get a win here. Though no, I don't want anybody pinning Tam Nakano until Sayaka time does. So
yeah.
no.
Gus says, do you think they gave Tam a token title run?
For what though?
I mean, think about it, Gus. Do you honestly believe she earned that title run? Like seriously, like legit question.
Like she didn't really do anything to get the title match.
And like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm cool with Tam. I've met Tam. I have no ill will or hate towards her. She
Like
was a sweet
like don't get me wrong.
individual.
I get it. She didn't. No one beat her for the championship. I get it.
Right.
Like she was kind of the moron who decided to do a violent screwdriver on somebody the size of Natsuko Tora.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, she got hurt from it, but like, what has she really done to deserve that title run? In all honesty, like, just something to think about, Gus. Just something to think about.
Like Momo Watanabe, in my opinion, deserved it a little bit more than Tam Nakano did.
Yeah,
Based on what we should, because if you notice, the moment Rafael Galo left, I don't know what flipped in Okada's switch, but he was like, "We need to push Momo Watanabe."
yeah.
So
Um,
we'll get to Momo. She's on the card too. I'm very excited for that match too.
she is indeed. So
Yeah,
we go from tag action to trios action as we have Neo Genesis versus Hate. Representing Neo Genesis, we have Mei Seira, Azumi, Miyu Amasaki taking on Hate, represented by Rina, Ruaka, and Konami.
I love. By the way, I want. I know. I know we kind of spent quite a bit, sort of bearing Tam Nakano, but not really. Uh, I do want to give shout out to Bushiroad for the amount of women's matches that they're going to be on this show.
Yes.
Uh, which again, if you look through last year's card, and I can pull that up right now, there was like not that a lot women were featured on not last year, but you know what I mean, the first show. Like
Yes.
you had the Queen's Quest DDM match, you had the Stardom Rambo, you had the mixed tag match, the 8-person tag match, the other mixed tag match, and then the main event.
Right.
So, but on here, Stardom is all the way through in this show. So, which I think is great. But yeah, this should be good. Azumi, hopefully, coming out of this is getting a title match with certain someone in December. Fingers crossed. But I like everyone involved here. Raka, yeah, but everyone else, yes. Though, and I mentioned this to you the other day. It was during I think it was during, I believe it was during the O2 Lion Devil Princess match. I think
I believe so.
where where May and Rina got into the ring, and I was like, "Oh my god, I need to see this in a singles match right
Ah,
now."
I remember now. Yes, yes.
I I'm just gonna make a prediction here. I think that's gonna be the high speed title match for December. Also, she did pin May Sarah. I'm
Okay.
just saying. That'd
Interesting.
that'd be a great match too. So But yeah. So to keep that momentum, I'm gonna go with H.A.T.E to get the win here.
So I kind of had a tough time with this one, especially
Should be good though.
considering, H.A.T.E is represented in 3 different matches, or
Yeah.
actually technically 4 different matches. Uh, so kind of had to mix it up a little. And with that being said, I actually had Neo Genesis winning this.
Really?
Yeah.
Who pins who though? In your opinion?
I'm thinking Ruka eats the pin.
Well, I mean, probably. Though I would not be against Rina getting another pinfall victory over Seira.
Or hey, I don't hate that idea.
Because if she does it back to back, you have to give her a title match. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you can't just pin the champion twice and then not get a title match out of it.
Yeah, that is true.
So.
We got some more comments. Kane says, so they're doing Tam versus Saya at Queendom apparently. Now the entire 5-star Grand Prix feels pointless.
Yeah, I don't get. Listen, I should have. Listen, I love Micah, love her to death. Saya should have won the tournament. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's
It was Saya's to
definitely
win.
it definitely doesn't feel like the real deal, being that, we're not getting the match with the actual winner at Dream Queendom.
I mean, Micah being the winner, I wouldn't have been mad if they were doing a rematch with her and Natsuko, and then her Natsuko beat her again, but they didn't, so I didn't care. Unfortunately.
So
why would Micah want a rematch with somebody who didn't even beat her for the championship?
Yeah. So it definitely feels out of order for sure. So
but we'll talk about Sayaka time in a little bit, because I'm hoping, I'm praying, a lot of people are, that this is the time that we finally crown the Golden Phoenix. Okay, as the champion. Okay.
Yeah. Gus says, I'm gonna say this again. Why didn't they do Shuri versus Konami after the breakup? Stardom could have had a blood feud that would have drawn money if booked correctly. Ooh, yeah.
Well, who said? Well, we don't know that. Yeah, we don't know if they're gonna. They still may book that match. Dream Queen they made until like I know it's next month, but there's a long ways away before we get the Dream Queendom. So
yeah, and actually that's a fair point. They could still do
and we
that
don't
match
know
there.
what, and that also depends on who, also because you got the tag league, we got to find out who is going to be representing the tag, whoever wins the tag league too. So
right.
So if Shuri wins the tag league, I'm not saying she is, but well, I mean they might give me their score right now. But then that kind of writes out the Konami match. But I personally would do the grudge match there. So that's just me.
It's not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea. And then Gus says, if Saya wins, then the 5-star was a wasted opportunity. Yeah.
Again, I said it earlier. Saya should have just won the tournament from the start.
Okay. Staying with the trios action. We're gonna get some New Japan love on this next one.
The only match not to feature Stardom talent.
Yeah, there just had to be one. Trios action. United Empires, Callum Newman, Francesco Akira, and Jeff Cobb taking on the trio of Bolton Oleg, Tiger Mask, and Toru Yano.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This was a missed opportunity to do Team Toriano up with Saki Kashima. Okay, this was a missed opportunity.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
Oh, they missed the boat again. Maybe next time. I'm perfectly fine if they don't do the show every year and just have it and then every 3 years they have the show.
Yeah, every 2 or every other year. Yeah,
something like that. Then it makes it feel like it's a special thing.
Yeah, I'd be down.
But I'm gonna go with United Empire to get the win here.
Same. Feel like
Nothing.
it's
I like. Listen, Tiger Mask is a legend. Don't get me wrong.
indeed.
Bowleg was not supposed to be in this match. It was supposed to be originally. I'm assuming it was supposed to be El Desperado. He's in the main event.
El Phantasmo?
The other Phantasmo, that's his name.
Ah.
But United Empire's got some big matches coming up. Obviously, Jeff Cobb is going to be challenging for the TV title in Tokyo Dome.
A title he once had.
I believe Francesca is getting for some reason, getting another shot at the tag team titles, even though they lost the freaking tournament.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, they didn't. They won the tournament. What am I talking about?
Nah, TMDK won. The Ichiban Sweet Boys.
Right. And they, for some reason, still got a title match out of it.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that. I'd be ranting all day about that. I mean, I got United Empire here. You're probably gonna go the same here, probably.
Yeah, pretty easy pick for me. Sticking with United Empire. Okay. And now we're about to get really crazy because we're going to have a 10-person mixed tag match.
8-person.
Oh, is it 8?
Yeah, it's 8-person.
My math is trash. Okay.
I was like, did they announce like 2 more names to be added to this match that I don't know about?
Oh man, math was not my great subject. 8-person mixed tag match. Team number 1, Mr. Ace President Hiroshi Tanahashi, Ryosuke Taguchi. We got Wing Gory of Hanan and Sayaka. And they'll be taking on the Bullet Club War Dogs H.A.T.E combo of Drilla Maloney, strong openweight champion Gabe Kidd, and H.A.T.'s Sayaka Matani and Natsuko Tora. Of course, shout out to Sayaka Matani, who is the current Regina de Wave champion.
And hopefully soon to be World of Stardom champion.
Yes, indeed.
She's the current. She is. Well, I was saying it. She is the number 1 contender for the red belt. So,
yes,
technically. But remember, I did say this during. I think it was during the Halloween Havoc. Either the Halloween Havoc watch long or the last one I did with you. We did the.
I think it was the very last one we did,
or was something we did on one of our shows. Might have been on the Piledriver Pulse. One of those, anyways. But I said, watch them team hate up with the Bullet Club, and what happened?
Yep. Granted.
It just makes a lot of sense to team up Bullet Club with H.A.T.E. I mean, it kind of makes sense because they were already doing that with the Clark Connors match. So
yes.
This should be interesting. You know what? Actually, it's not that difficult of a decision since one of them is getting ready to challenge for the red belt. I'm gonna go with Bullet Club H.A.T.E. on this one.
I too am going Bullet Club H.A.T.E. This was definitely one of my picks where I was siding with H.A.T.E.
They did mention, I don't know where they were. I can't remember which show it was, but it was a show that had Dump Matsumoto on it, and they were. It felt like they were pegging Natsuko Tora to get a rematch with the title. Did you think of that about that?
Interesting. I can't say that I did, but that's
the way she was promoting her as if like, or the way she was talking about it as if she was about to get another shot with the title. Which, if I'm being completely honest here, I know Saya's the current champion. Actually, you know what? I would do that. Actually, I would give Natsuko Tora another shot at the title.
Give her another shot,
and then see how Sayaka Matani reacts.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, because imagine Saya getting the title match, and then all of a sudden Natsuko just jumps in the line ahead of her
to stir the pot. Yeah.
I mean, because they've already started stirring the pot with Konami a few weeks ago. So,
oh yeah,
I saw that. I'm like, Konami, what are you doing? And then Natsuko said some things like, I'm not here to. I forgot exactly what she said, but she said something along the lines of, oh my god, what was it? Um, I'm not here to be friendly with you or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what Konami said. I'm like, but are they already teasing Konami splitting,
Like, dang, that was quick.
or are they teasing a takeover of getting Natsuko Tora out as leader?
Now that would not surprise me if they did that. They ousted her as the leader.
I mean, because there's places in Japan where Natsuko Tora is actually over with the crowd.
Right.
She feels like she's been trying to not be babyface, but she's often been playing like she's doing both sides. It's
Yeah.
very weird, but um, but there's, to be honest, there's only two baby faces in the hate right now that I think is coming out of this year. You already know who I'm talking about. Uh, but hopefully that's still going to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
For
I just want to
realsies.
see how. I just need babyface Momo back. That's what I'm wanting. But we'll get to Momo Watanabe.
So we're both picking Hate Bullet Club War Dogs combo.
Whatever you
Oh,
want to call it.
alrighty. We're about to get into our first of two title matches.
This is about to be
And
crazy.
this has the opportunity to be rather wild, funny, insane, all of the above. But we're going to have the provisional KOPW 2024 championship on the line in a hardcore rules match as the champion, United Empire's Great Okan, will defend against Neo Genesis Crazy Girl, Suzu Suzuki.
This is crazy.
Whew.
Okay, this is kind of a historic moment for not only like Stardom, but also New Japan as well, because this is going to be the first intergender singles match in New Japan history.
Whew.
And for some, I don't know how it came to it being Grail Khan and Suzu Suzuki, uh, but here we are.
Now, just to refresh some folks' memory, keep in mind Suzu was once part of Prominence, known for
The
hardcore and death
deathmatch wrestling,
matches.
you know.
So I think there's a very great possibility we see Suzu return to her roots, even for this one match.
So, so for those who don't know how this match came about, right? It was at Nagoya Golden Fight
Hmm.
where we were watching the show, and randomly, I just out of the blue, this is it's even shocked Mr. Walker Stewart
Hmm.
when Great O'Connor came out there and said, I want to wrestle somebody from Stardom at Historic Crossover. We didn't find out who it was until what was it? I don't remember exactly when they announced it, but I don't know. Wait, it was just Suzuki just was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Hmm.
So that's how we got here. Part of the part of me really would love nothing more than to see them put the title on Suzuki.
Whew. Oh man.
I is like, what happens then? How do you book that afterwards? Because that's you know they've this would be the first time that they put one of their men's titles on a woman.
Yeah. I mean,
If they did it, but like there's this is a hard one to call.
as
Kind of.
as much as I would love and just relish in the idea of Suzu winning this, especially with this having a stipulation that she is
Yeah.
very home and familiar with. I mean, I just got a feeling I don't know if Gato's gonna be bold.
I mean I don't know. I mean women. I mean, he folded and put the women on last in the first show, so
That is
he didn't
true.
have to do that.
That is true. You know what? Bump it. Bump it. Suzu for the win. I'm going
I
in.
don't. I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm picking Suzu too.
I'm just going in.
Just for the sheer chaos of how he's gonna now gonna go between Okada and his booking to somehow get Suzu on these
Yeah.
shows.
Besides, they got the tag titles anyway, so he can afford to lose a title.
So, yeah, but it should be fun though. I'll so.
Yeah.
I know we like to joke a lot about Great Khan. When he does, he can have a good match.
Oh, absolutely.
Not
Absolutely.
all the time.
But
sorry, Great Khan.
should be a
He's getting
very
them though.
enjoyable match. I'm looking forward to it.
Now we got the cream of the crops. What's it called?
Alrighty, back to tag team action.
Basically, the last three matches are what the show is being built around.
This one could get very, very heated, but we have
And violent. And we just had a hardcore match.
so we have the combination of Taichi and Natsupoi,
Which is
and
a weird pairing for I didn't know. Okay.
they will be taking on another Hate Bullet Club War Dog combo of the Toxic Spider Tekla and Clark Connors.
So this match is being uh so a lot of people I don't know if Clark Connors is feuding with Taichi right now, but uh Tekla and Satopo are technically feuding right now.
Yes.
And what caused this match from happening was I don't remember what show. It was one of those house shows that surprised everyone because I didn't think they would have the balls to do this. They did. It was during I think it was during a Hate Supreme. It might have been Hate Supreme versus Restart match, or a Cosmic Angels match. All I know is Hate was involved and Cosmic Angels were involved, and referee was distracted or whatnot, or he maybe been knocked out, or he just didn't give a whip snitch. That Clark Connors came through the crowd and speared Natsupoi. And this is what set off this whole thing.
Which, shout out to Natsupoi. She sold the mess out of that spear.
And then they did it again.
Yeah. I mean, just sold it like a champ.
This is gonna. I know we just talked about a hardcore match, but this one might actually be more hardcore violent than the hardcore match.
It is very possible. Just
now, Taichi being here is very weird to me. That's a weird option. I don't know if anybody else like with. Well, that's a good. I mean, Taichi's the only one that's actually teamed outside of a kind of oh my god, who was the other guy? Taguchi. I think it was Taguchi. Was it Taguchi that teamed them in that 8-person tag match?
yes.
Okay,
I believe so.
But I guess it makes sense for it to be Taichi and not the way, but it seems like they're setting up a title match eventually with Natsupoi and Tekla.
Yeah, I think they're gonna run it back for sure.
So in that sense, Tekla should pin Natsupoi.
Yeah, I was actually going to go with Hate BC War Dog combo again.
Which is weird because the obviously we know the actual number one contender for the white belt is Starlight Kid. We'll get to her.
Right.
But they might. The more I thought about it, I mean, I'm almost certain that Starlight Kid's getting the title match in December. I could see them instead of doing not to point Starlight Kid, I can absolutely see them doing Starlight Kid and Tekla if they want to keep it babyface heel. Even though Starlight Kid says she don't see herself as either one. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Tekla and Clark Connors to get the win here.
Same. Yeah, that should be pretty intense. And even though this next one isn't the main event, This is our second title match, and this ought to be quite a banger, as we have the IWGP Women's Championship on the line, as the champion making her 8th defense, the icon of Stardom, Miyu Iwatani, defending against a familiar face, the Black Peach, Momo Watanabe.
Yeah, these two have had epic, and I mean epic matches with each other in the past. I believe some of them were either for the red belt and the white belt at some point, right?
Yes,
So,
quite a variety.
so I believe how this match came about is that I believe, don't think it was in the I think Momo pinned Mayu at some point to get this match.
Mm-hmm.
And also, but I know because Momo outside the match with Tam unfortunately went defeated, and which that enraged me so much.
Oh yeah.
That where they took all that build up that they had with her at the beginning of the year, and then had her because she was a lot of people's top 5 3 to possibly win the 5-star this year, right?
Yeah.
And they just decide, hey, we're just gonna have her lose every single match outside of Tam Nakano. But and apparently she accuses Mayu of, I guess, cheating.
Oh yeah. Was just
I guess
weird.
But yeah, this should be great. These two are fantastic. Obviously, Momo, I keep saying she is possibly. I know a lot of people like Hoshiki, but to me, I still think Momo Watanabe is probably the greatest Wonder Stardom champion that the Stardom's ever had. Her title run was just legendary, right? So,
yeah.
But what was funny about this match here, not so Momo, but Mayu, who, funny enough, wrestled for the same championship at the same show where she lost to Kairi.
Yep. That's right.
In the
Kairi.
main event in that incredible match, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
And then poor Kairi couldn't even be allowed to have a proper run with that title.
Nope.
You gotta give it to Mercedes, of course. Why not? And then Mayu's obviously winning it here. Mayu's obviously going to be winning here, but I wouldn't be mad because, as you know, I'm a big Momo Watanabe fan. Right?
Yes.
So, I still think they're going to pull the trigger on her turning on H.A.T.E at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because and I've noticed this, and I told you, but I've told some other people about that. But when she's wrestling matches,
yeah,
it's like more like tag team matches or mostly tag team matches. She isn't that enthralled of being around people like Tekla and the others. But when she's teaming with Sayaka Kamatani, she has this big old smile on her face. She's having a lot of fun. Something tells me, like, I feel like that's on purpose.
Just like that whisper was on purpose.
Yeah, because they will keep asking about it, and each side says, it's not your business.
That's the way it should be.
I'm curious, what are they gonna what did she whisper to him? What does this have to do with the end of the year? We'll find out.
Yep. It should be very interesting.
But this match here could be probably matches. It might be one of the matches tonight. Might be a match of the year candidate. I'm hoping Momo brings her working boots because she probably would. It's Mayu Iwatani. They tend to never have a bad match with each other. Mayu rarely has bad matches.
Right.
Momo occasionally has bad matches, but that's because she sometimes wants to work, sometimes doesn't. I do feel like she's getting to the point where she's kind of tired of being a heel.
Yeah.
But I personally would love to see her go like kind of like what Starlight Kid's doing right now, where she's not really a baby face, but not really a heel either.
I see. Hey,
Um,
I don't
but
hate it.
yeah, but I'm gonna go with Mayu Utani to get the win here because I know because you mentioned Neo Genesis getting the win earlier. The match at Dream Queendom should be Mayu Utani versus Azumi.
Yeah. I'm definitely leaning in that direction as well.
I,
Although there have been a few people that have also mentioned the idea of Mayu and Shuri running it back. I don't hate the idea, but I don't see it.
me neither, but the reason I say that is because they've been teasing this match with Mayu and Azumi for like a month now, and usually in Dream Queendom, I know All Stars kind of like their other big show of the year,
Uh-huh.
but Dream Queendom is like their version of WrestleMania, their version of Wrestle Kingdom, right? So
Yes. Yes.
I would say All Stars kind of like their SummerSlam in a way,
Oh
but
yeah.
in the springtime, but and because on that show, I do think we are going to get quite a few title changes on that show.
Hmm.
That being, this is where Osby should win her first singles title. Not her first singles title, her first singles title outside of the ISP title.
Gotcha. Um, Although I will say at some point I do hope that Mayu and Shuri will break the tie. Just not anytime soon, but
Well, that all depends on whether or not Mayu sticks around after this year is over.
that is true as well. That is true
I
as
mean,
well.
because if Mayu drops the title to Azumi, we know what's happening.
Yeah, that's the signal. That's definitely the
Um,
signal.
I'm predicting she's not sticking around anyway. Um, I think she is because I think when we get the Summer Destiny next year, they're gonna run back a match that's Stardom that oh my god, what the heck is his name? Rossi did many years ago.
Oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, snap.
I had this feeling that that show is gonna be main evented by Mayu Utani versus Io
I
Sky
knew you were going there. I freaking knew you were going there.
because I just if you're gonna get Mayu on your roster on Mario's roster and you do not run that match, something's wrong with Hatman at that point.
Oh man.
um, actually, you know what? Make it a three-way. Put the Kyrie in there if you want to.
Oh, you trying to make the internet break now.
Put Freedom in a three-way.
Freedom in a three-way. Oh man.
That's think about that. You have Summer Destiny. You can have that. You have those three on that show, and Julia, who's coming back for a match.
Yeah.
Now being a WWE superstar.
Oh, you want to talk about ticket sales go up?
Yeah,
Shoot.
I mean, hey, Rossi said it earlier. I don't remember what the ticket sales for Summer Destiny this year were at the start, but when they announced Utami versus Io,
Yeah. Pretty quick.
yeah,
Um.
and that's with Shuri and Sarai on the show. I'm not sure,
Yes.
Sarai and Julia on the show in the main event.
Right, for the main
So,
belt.
but yeah,
Um.
Momo Watanabe, not Momo Watanabe. She will eventually hopefully get other singles run as a champion.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Not holding my breath at this point, but Mayu getting the win here to retain here. We might get Azumi coming out after the match to set that up.
Yeah, I think that's a good possibility. I'm also in agreement. Mayu retaining. Um.
Also, but also, we get to hear Walker Stewart call this match too, so I'm very happy about that too.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a good
I'm
point.
curious. I think it might just be Walker Stewart, Chris Charlton, and they might have Tom there, and maybe what? Who's the other one from Star? Who's the other one outside Walker that can speak English over there?
Oh.
Who's more fluently? Mo Okogo, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I like that idea. Have it be Walker, Chris, Tom, and Momo Kogo on the call because right now Momo Kogo's on the show. So,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I like
oh,
it.
that's great.
Um,
That's a great team right there.
quick comments before we go into the main event. Let's see. Gus says they could do a three-way Natsupoi, Starlight Kid, Tekla.
I don't know. I wouldn't do a 3-way
I think that kind of
only
defeats
because
defeats the purpose of Starlight Kid being number one contender,
yeah,
though.
because she beat Hatsaki to become number one contender. So
Yeah.
um,
Um, Kane says Mayu versus Momo is going to be great. Absolutely.
like I said,
Um,
they've never their match that they had in the 5-star, even though Momo lost, was still fantastic.
yeah,
So
agreed. Gus says Mayu is gonna drop the belt in the Tokyo Dome to who? Who knows?
I don't see that happening.
I don't know about that. Um,
Because if they do this match with Azumi and then Azumi doesn't win the championship, I don't know if I'm gonna be for that.
yeah, that'll be
I love Mayu, but it's time to crown Azumi.
yeah. Um, Kane says if Mayu drops the belt to Tam, I swear. Nah, I don't see that.
No,
No, I
no, no. They listen. Tam tried to get her way, and then Kyle was like, "No, you're defending the title against the person that actually deserves a championship match."
yeah, yeah. Okay. Main event time.
I tell you what, when they first announced this match, I was like, "Holy hell!"
So, a very special mixed tag team match for the main event as we have the combo of 5-star Grand Prix winner Micah and G1 Climax winner Zack Sabre Jr. all paired up to take on the brother sister duo of El Desperado and Starlight Kid.
Despy Kid.
Despy Kid.
You know what would have been so much sweeter about this match? If both Zack Sabre Jr. and Michael were the world champions at the same time.
Yes,
Just
they
saying.
were. Yes, they were.
But we didn't get that because well, we're not going to go back into that. but um, yeah. So this is also Desperado's first match back since his surgery. So um, yeah, I'm very looking forward to the. I love every one of these people in this match.
Same.
Um, oh, this is going to be hard though. I mean, uh, see, Zack Sabre Jr. just won the championship. You can't. It's hard for him to. I mean, I could see them having him lose without him taking the pinfall, right?
Right.
Um, Micah, not really doing. I mean, sure, she is doing. Where is she at? What is her points on the? God, isn't it 6 right now? Or is it
Actually,
8?
it's 8.
Okay,
Yeah.
her and HANAKO, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, she could afford a loss here. It's not gonna ruin her chances in the tag league. But this is also Desperado's first match back. I don't know if they would want to defeat him in the. I don't know. Because right now, Desperado and Kid are really haven't won. Like when the last time they teamed together on the show, they lost
Right.
to Cosmic Angels and oh my god, what was the team name that they were going on by then? But beforehand, oh my god, I know they were part of Suzuki Gun at that point. I cannot remember the name
Yeah.
of the team now.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
It was something. It had to be something crazy for it to be Taichi. So, um, hmm. This is a tough main event to call right here. Hmm. Ooh.
So originally, I was leaning towards Zack Sabre Jr. Micah, but honestly, I think Micah could afford a loss in this one. You know, this.
And we just mentioned that my Starlight Kid's a number one contender for the white belt too. So
Yeah.
oh, this is tough. This is also this is outside, followed by the Momo Miyu match.
Yeah.
This
This is
is
right
my second
afterwards.
most anticipated match on the show. So, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go with Aldous Bro and Starlight Kid.
Yeah. I just feel like with this being a collab show and just with nothing on the line specifically.
Either way, Stardom wins in the main event. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That is definitely a good point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. You know what the
So
heck?
you saying Starlight Kid pins Micah?
Yeah, what the heck?
And also Starlight Kid pinning Micah. That's a former world champion that she would have pinned it as well.
Yeah,
So,
that much is true.
yeah, but this show overall, I'm very excited for this show. Um, like I loved the first show, even though the only so we had Kevin Kelly on the first show, right? The only difference with this show here is it's not going to be like it was the first time around, where he was just you log in and there you go. You had to pay for the show, so
Yep.
um,
Which
which is
actually
fine by me. It was only what it was only like what
35.
$35 or something like that.
Yep.
So which is not a bad price, first of all, for a show like this. And like I said, they might add if they add a Stardom Rambo, we could quickly predict that if we want. I'm gonna go with not Lady C in a mask.
Ah. Oh yeah. Was it Super Stardom Strong
Let's see. Now I'm gonna look up that name
Big
here
Machine or
because
something like
I'm
that?
not gonna look up Lady C or anything like that because that would like well, come on now.
Yeah.
Super strong giant machine.
Super Strong Giant Machine. Yeah.
Yep. Not obviously not Lady C. Nope.
Oh man. Oh, that's
Just
funny.
like Michelle isn't, um um Mesuruga. So
Ah. Oh yeah, May Saint Michelle. Yeah.
don't tell her that because she shouldn't be getting mad at you for calling her Michelle. So
But
not the same person, guys. Get over it.
quite a loaded card
Yeah.
for this show in Osaka. Osaka getting a lot of love this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of love this weekend. I'm very excited. And then next week, you got like I don't think it's is it next week? Oh no, next week is Full Gear, and the following week you got War Games and
Oh man,
um,
I haven't even thought about Full Gear. Goodness gracious.
so I'm looking at the Noah show. I was very disappointed to find out that they're not having as right now, not having the women's style being defended. They might put it on.
Oh yeah, so apparently Koki Amare will be defending her newly won GHC Women's Championship at the Mari Gold First Dream Show, which I'll be attending, against her Twin Tower partner, Chika Goto.
Oh, I didn't even know they announced another show for that.
Yep.
I mean, not announced on the show, but announced another match for that show.
Yep. So that will be her first title defense.
So there's two matches on that show then.
So
Oh,
yeah.
so no wonder that. So they're not gonna have that title be defended till January 3rd.
Guess they gonna let the amethyst butterfly, enjoy it for a bit.
And so we got that match, and you got today and Utami. So I'm actually curious. Would they? I was thinking about this. I'm like, I wouldn't be shocked if they brought in like another WWE name for that show.
Ah, I'd be down.
Um,
I'd totally be
you know,
down.
like maybe like a Kyrie, maybe like a uh, what? Okay, real talk here. When she gets cleared, what are the chances that Asuka does one of these shows?
For Rossi though, I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
That I'm curious because you know
I mean, while it's not impossible, I don't know. I mean,
okay, would he do it if would she do it if Tomoka Inaba was on the show?
oh, that's an interesting selling point.
I mean, because I was talking about you this the other day. And somebody asked me this too. I said, out of the Inaba sisters, who signed with where? I said, Azusa, I do think is going to sign with Stardom. I'm not entirely sure that Tomoka is going to sign with Stardom.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking it was a sure thing at first, but I don't know. It's kind of
And I showed you the thing, like she's been liking a lot of tweets about her going to WWE.
yeah, you did show me that. So I mean, hey, might have
You
to.
don't openly start, like tweeting that stuff without, and obviously we know that Asuka has given her seal approval. She wants this to happen.
Yeah,
Tomoka said, "One day I'm going to wrestle you." And I'm like, girl, the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you go to WWE because Asuka's never leaving WWE. She's very happy there, obviously.
well, I guess Tomoka better
I mean,
get that ID tag.
I mean, and really, the thing about it, like she's a freelancer, so nothing is. Also, I don't know. I saw a lot of people saying, oh, well, she's a freelancer. You can't be. I'm like, the people they signed to this thing are all freelancers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, when you think
Nothing is
about it.
nothing is stopping WWE from getting Tomoka Inaba as a ID prospect, right? So, you know, I mean, I'm still waiting for them to get Megan Bain to get in there, but
Oh yeah, yeah, that's another one.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah. Think about this too. Imagine a Marty Gold show that has the three-way with Freedom, Tomoka Inaba versus Asuka, Julia versus a rematch with Seira.
Oh man, that's a banger of a show.
And I wouldn't be surprised if any of somebody because there's a good like I don't know. Something tells me somebody else from Stardom is going to be leaving. I don't know who.
Mina?
Well, no, Mina's going to go to AEW. So
Oh,
that's kind of
you mean like somebody else aside from her. Oh.
like no, I mean like and going over there to Bossy is what I'm saying.
Oh, oh. Um
Maybe no, he wouldn't
there there,
he barely wanted to put Konami, so no.
there were kind of talks. I know I was talking to some friends about maybe the idea of Momokogo.
Maybe I don't know. Hazuki is somebody I do eventually at some point, not right now. I want her to do this run that she's about to go on, her new heel run because it's coming. People just gotta accept it. It's coming.
Yeah.
Um,
Although I have heard some people feel that they are about to her and Koguma might be winning those Oz Academy tag titles,
no,
but
I don't think that's happening.
I don't think it's
And,
happening either. But
if if they are gonna turn her heel, Hazuki that is, they cannot win the tag team titles.
right, it
Nor
wouldn't
can they
look
win the
right.
tag league. Well, they could win the tag league, but lose the tag title match.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, the more I thought about it, I'm like, who did I originally pick to win the tag league? I'm trying to remember who it was now. I may have been Hazuki and Koguma.
Uh, didn't you also mention the idea of perhaps Suzu and Starlight Kid? Or
I did, yeah, I did, but that was before Suzu. Or not, that was before Starlight Kid became number one contender for the white belt.
ah,
So when Starlight Kid became number one contender, it kind of threw out those plans. Oh, um, so yeah. Well then, would Hate Supreme still be the champions by then though? That's the thing. That's another thing I'm trying to figure out.
Ah.
Because again, they're going to throw in that match with Tekla and Natsupoi at some point too.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
I'm trying to figure this out. See, this is the best. This is the great thing about future shows. We don't with fantasy booking ideas.
And then we also keep forgetting there's Stardom New Year Dream. What could they say for that as well?
Well, I mean, okay, so let's say, all right, so let's say, um, Miyu is still with Stardom by that then, right?
Okay.
And Miyu still drops the title to Azumi, and Cam drops the red belt to
Kamatani?
Saya. Yeah, you can still do Cam versus Mayu without the titles. Like
True.
nothing is like there's no rule stating that this match has to be for a championship.
Right. It's just the whole idea that Tam has never beaten Mayu in a singles match. Period.
Okay, so I know it was for the championship, but the story of that match as well, the match with Toni Storm, was Mayu's never beaten Toni Storm.
Right.
It didn't matter if the championship was involved or not.
Right.
Because I believe they went to a draw in the 5-star at one time. So did Toni straight up beat her? It was one of the two. And then she finally got her win over Toni and got the not the seal of approval, but the oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for?
The sportsmanship or
the respect.
Oh yeah.
Toni Storm. So again, it wasn't about the championship between those two. It was just Mayu's never beaten Toni. I can see this be the same thing here. And you mentioned what they can do on the New Year's Dream show. You do that one.
You know what I'm noticing? So the We Are Stardom Twitter or X account has been posting a lot of Mayu's IWGP women's title matches, full matches YouTube clip links.
But don't they normally do that though? I mean, for like other stuff.
I mean, they've posted a bunch within like an hour, like 1, 2, 3.
I mean, to be
4,
fair,
5.
to be fair, she does have a title match coming up. So
true. It was just something I noticed. Thought that was kind of interesting.
I mean, I've noticed that. Oh my God, what was it? I think they did something similar to this with somebody else. It was I believe they did. I could be wrong, but I believe they started doing this before EO left.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong on that one.
Oh, interesting.
But speaking of EO and Stardom, so I sent you that quote over. It was from oh my God, Rossi Ogawa.
Mm-hmm.
And he tweeted, and he didn't tweet it. What am I talking about? Let me see if I can find. Okay, so he was asked about EO appearing in Marigold and not Stardom. He said people thought she might appear, which is true. Before Triple H took over, everybody thought she was going back to Stardom, right?
Right.
So people thought she might appear in Stardom because she was formerly with Stardom, which is true. But Stardom is doing things that aren't necessary, which I agree with, right? So there's no way that she'd appear. Well, maybe we'll see with that. Well, actually, we won't. She's getting the bag, all right. In that sense, I think she comes back where she belongs. What she's saying there is not what it just would have felt weird not seeing Io go back to a Stardom that doesn't have Rossy Ogawa.
Right.
And there's always that connection there with those two. Much like Kairi and Julia and Utami and eventually Mayu, right? So
yes.
So what do you think about Rossy's comments on that one?
I mean, I definitely feel like it definitely shows quite the bond, like still carries over, and just the impact that he
Right.
recognizes that she's still able to make.
Right. I mean,
And
she helped him sold out the dang. Uh, was it Kurgan Hall they did that show at?
yes.
Which is crazy because when you look at the last show, the most recent show they had there, not great.
Yeah, it was
Compared
like 700.
300 something.
Oh,
And or it was 300 or 600 something
I thought it was like 700, but
or something like that. But and then you compare that to the Summer Destiny show, which was the pay per view.
yep.
And again, I don't remember the exact number that was because I know Meltzer had put out somebody. It was either somebody put out before the EO match was announced that they weren't doing so well on ticket sales for that show. And then the moment EO was announced for that show, that the 700 more people bought tickets.
Yeah. Just
And
like that.
And every time, and I tweeted this out earlier, and I said, I said, I believe, it said, I believe before EO was announced for the Summer Destiny show, I said, I think the ticket sales were like at 2K something.
Uh-huh.
And then when she was announced, it became, then the total show ended up being 3,058 tickets sold. And I said the notion from these I use morons on here that still fully believe that EO is not a draw is wild.
Yeah, like I don't know how they came to that conclusion, but they don't.
EO Sky has had one of the better years that she's had since I want to say I know. Listen, I loved her. Listen, I'm probably one of the few people that still loved her women's title run on SmackDown. Outside of that, this is probably one of the best years she's had since I want to say her NXT title run.
Ah, okay.
Like her first year on the main roster was all right,
Yeah.
it was all right. The last few years in NXT.
But then again, she did pretty much do everything there was for her to do in NXT.
Yeah.
Pretty,
She wasn't like we could have been in a world that this one was probably going to go back to Stardom had Triple H not taken over. But
right.
Because she was dealing with I believe she was dealing with an ankle injury that she suffered at the Stand and Deliver show, which I still don't know why they moved the dang. That was on them. They for some reason didn't need to move the announce table where they did. Otherwise, she wouldn't have injured her ankle.
Right.
And then, because it's clear as day that she is a Triple H girl through and through.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because no one else would have been able to convince her to stay unless it was Triple H. And then I'm pretty sure when she found out that her best friend in the entire world was coming back, she probably had the biggest smile on her face.
Yeah.
So, and now she's getting having teamed with her best friend. They might win the tag team titles together, which is something they've never done.
Right.
So, and right now, she is among one of the favorites to possibly win the Royal Rumble next year.
Yeah, there's been a lot of buzz behind that.
A lot of people, want to see Io versus Rhea at Mania. I'm one of them.
Which could definitely
Because
happen.
they've had great matches with each other.
Oh yeah, like
Sure, they had that great match at the Man Classic,
Mm-hmm.
even though it was right after a horrible injury with Tegan Knox. Which,
Yeah, which was
man, that girl
unfortunate.
has had bad luck. I came mostly. I mean, sure, you can put a lot of blame on the creative, but also you can have to put some of the blame on her
Yeah,
injuries and all that stuff. But
it it's a bummer because she's a great wrestler.
yeah, no, she's great. I hope my hope for that, and I'll get back to the EO stuff in a second, but my hope for that is when her 90 days are up. My main concern is, listen, I don't listen. She can have a fantastic run all she wants on the indie circuit again.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to stay healthy.
Yeah, agreed. 100%.
Because if she goes out there and gets hurt again, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Um, same thing. Well, no, she didn't really hurt, but also I can't wait to see what Indy Hartwell does too. That one did a little bum me out though.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, interesting.
uh,
So apparently Speedball Mike Bailey,
oh
currently a
yeah, I saw
free
that. Yeah,
agent.
he is free agent, likely going to not WWE, AEW.
Interesting.
Yeah. Um, I jokingly said if AEW fans they took that seriously, y'all crazy. I I said, doesn't AEW have like 60 other speedball Mike Baileys?
Hmm. Which I've met the guy. Guy is pretty cool. Married to Veda Scott. She's awesome as well.
He's hilarious when I saw that one
Yeah.
video he did of, oh my god, it was, I think he was feuding with Mustafa Ali.
Uh-huh.
I think it was Ali. Might have been. I'm not entirely sure. But he filmed a promo inside of a Walmart. It was and I'm like, what are you doing? And then Vanna Scott is like, dude. And then he cut a promo while they were in line at a Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, the dude has comedy chops. Okay.
It was so funny when I met him and
Right.
saw Veda again. That was how I found out that they were married because I had known Veda Scott for a long time. I mean, ever since
And
like
Vanna Scott's great.
yeah. So when I was just
She
like,
agreed with me on one point where I about the volume of the Stardom show.
uh huh,
She was also upset that a lot of people couldn't hear her and Tom Lawler during the show.
yeah, that
Now, I don't
was
blame her. I don't blame her. I know she does more when New Japan comes over for New Japan Strong. I know her and she does commentary with Walker Stewart for that.
yes,
So, um, if here's what I think they should do because I'm almost certain they're coming back to America for Las Vegas,
I hope
and
so. I really
and
do.
I said if you're gonna do Las Vegas, do not run with any other. Use whatever technology you got for New Japan for that show
Hmm.
because I feel like New Japan does more, but even with their strong shows, they have better audio quality than what Stardom did for those last two shows that they had over in the States.
Ah, yeah,
So, but back to the EO thing. So she went on. He went on. Because we mentioned this during the show, during the match with Utami, right? So, uh, he was asked if EO had. He felt like if she had changed after watching her match with Utami. He said her match and or rather her moves hasn't changed. She's had this star-like aura. I love throwing that word around, aura, about her, and her
yeah,
timing and stuff was completely different. It was like she'd become a different person. But the match, she was very much Japanese and not the EO Sky you see in WWE.
yeah.
So, um,
Indeed,
I mean,
indeed.
yeah, the aura, I absolutely agree with that. Every time Damage Control posts a picture, I'm like, get this aura. um,
Yeah,
how
and
how can Triple H decide to come up with a faction that has that much aura in one, in one setting? And then he decided, Shawn Michaels decided, hey, I'm going to have a backstage segment with Io, Kyrie, Stephanie, Victoria, and Julia.
Oh yeah, Kyrie busting out the little
Oh. Yeah,
telescope.
I was like, she had to make sure that was Julia first of all.
Yeah,
um,
had to get a closer look.
because she's owed a match with her, and when those two eventually have that match, look out, people.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. It's definitely gonna be insane.
Uh,
Um, and hey, the next 2K game to look forward to.
yeah.
Like,
Man, that's gonna be insane. That roster that's ever since WrestleMania. They're
yeah,
gonna have Tama Tonga. They're gonna have Tongaloa. Unfortunately,
yeah,
they're gonna have
Motor City
Jacob
Machine
Fatu,
Guns.
Motor City Machine Guns, Julia, Zarya, freaking Zarya. At this point, I'm almost positive Zarya and Julie might be Zarya, Julia, and Stephanie Victoria are absolutely going to be DLC characters based on how late they came into. Well, maybe
Maybe.
because Julia technically has been with WWE since WrestleMania.
Hmm.
So, but Io Shirai's sister, on the other hand, was at Marty Gold the other day,
Yes, yeah, she
which
was.
surprised me a lot,
And
given what happened with her and Stardom when all that stuff went down with Julia.
yep,
Um, but recently, but as we know, she's leaving Ice Ribbon at the end of the year.
yes.
Um,
So, Ribbon Mania 2024 will be her last.
why do I get the feeling her going to Mari Gold show is a sign of things to come?
Yeah. Um, and apparently, supposedly the word was to check out, of course, now Ishikawa, who used to also wrestle for Ice Ribbon, but nah, that's a very interesting point.
I mean, because like, there's no way she went to Mari Gold just to check out Ishikawa. Come on now. No one goes to these shows after like wrestlers like that who are fixing to leave a promotion just to go see somebody.
I mean, it might be part of the reason, but not the whole reason.
I mean, because look on like Ross Ogawa went to WrestleMania, but there's a few other reasons why he went to WrestleMania. Obviously, because he wanted to go there,
Right,
but to help sign the contract with Julia for to sign with WWE to approve that,
right.
and to get that match made with Utami and Io approved.
Yep.
So
Two, multiple birds with one stone.
so I don't know. That's interesting. Like, and I wouldn't be shocked at all if Io said to her sister, "I'm like, hey, this is not the same. This isn't Stardom anymore. You can try this out."
Yeah, I think that could potentially be good influence, especially you get Mio Shirai there, who's referee, wrestler, and trainer. I mean
Yeah,
that's a big addition to Marigold.
because I wonder how many people are currently like. Is there? I maybe Oh my god, what is her name? Oh my god, the one I can't stand. Oh my
Uh,
god.
Nanae Takahashi.
Yes, isn't she a trainer there?
I think so.
I know Julia was at one point.
Uh huh.
Obviously now she's in NXT. Uh, possibly at some point going to win the NXT title. But uh, yeah, I could see them. Yeah, that's a good point. They've been Neo in there as a possible trainer.
Because
Um,
that'd be quite a big addition.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the girls don't want to bump for Takahashi that much anymore.
And
Um,
and not to mention, I mean, who knows what talent they might try to scoop up that's leaving Ice Ribbon and just
somebody asked me this the other day because obviously Zeta Steel is now has a WWE ID
yep,
contract.
she got ID'd. Yep.
somebody asked me this, and I'm like, who else from Marty Gold can get that? And I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, I would not at all be surprised or shocked. Miku Ano gets
Mi-
one of those.
Miku Ano. Oof.
I think,
Interesting.
or and we mentioned this, and we mentioned her a lot of times, possibly going over there because she would fit that NXT mold very well. The current NXT,
Hmm.
my Sakurai.
My Sakura, yeah, yeah, that would make sense. Hmm.
Um, I would love for Miku Ano to go there. The matches that she could have with people over there. Give me freaking Miku Ano versus. I know she's not gonna. Oh man, 'cause I know she's not gonna be in NXT by the time she possibly goes over there. But Miku versus Roxanne and I know Stephanie Picker is gonna be there for a while.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Julia, by the time if let's say Miku does come over, right? By the time by the time that happens,
Uh huh.
I would assume that Julia would already be on the main roster.
Ah, yeah.
Because
Good possibility.
because
Yeah.
I do not see her sticking around in NXT very long. Um, but first she's gonna have to have that NXT title run first. Yeah, maybe. Also, I think I can see Mickey Lano's the type to give a wrestle. I can see getting over with that crowd too.
Yeah. A lot of folks look at her as pretty much like the ace of Marigold.
I mean, I
So
know it's weird to say when you have Saray there and Utami. But I would agree with that because I love Miku Ano. I was like I had I learned up on her when they announced the roster for the show, or not the show, but this company.
hmm.
Um, and I was like, she's really good. And then she had that awesome match with my Sakurai.
Yeah.
Uh, and then beat Bozilla when everybody including you were like, yeah, Bozilla was gonna win the title. I'm like, no, no, it's gonna
Yeah.
be Mikano.
Yeah. That totally caught me off guard,
And the
and
reason I said that is because how they were booking Mikano up until that point.
and I've heard stories about her because, like I said, at the time, my actress girl's knowledge was very green.
Right.
So I had heard stories quite a bit about Miku Ano and Koki Amare and a few others. So
Well, what stories have you heard about Mikano?
how back actress girl, she was like pretty much like the woman to like pretty much challenge as far as at the top of the tree.
So so she's like one of those people that wants to wrestle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I know actress girls mostly is like more like theater and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Basically Japanese version, Joshi version of WWE, basically.
Yeah, when you really think about it.
In a way,
Yeah.
like okay, it's Joshi if it was WrestleMania all the time.
Yeah.
um, yeah. So yeah, and then I was like, yeah, she's gonna be great. And she is slowly becoming a lot of people, including mine, one of my favorites in Mario Gold. Um, she's got a catchy theme song. She's got a great look. Uh, she's got her own radio show too.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
which 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 apparently I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't know what type of music her radio station plays, but my friend Yumi had told me I don't know if it's true or not, but she might be pulling my leg here, but that they got her to play Iron Roses on there.
Oh snap.
So
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
like, if that's true, I'm like, awesome. But if you're pulling my leg here, not cool. um, but yeah,
Um, I have to
yeah,
say I've been on the Koki Amare hype train
I know. She's great too.
lately. So like she's one that I'm considering getting her shirt. She has a amethyst baseball shirt that I might get, and and wear to the show as well. Because
Oh,
that,
I just noticed you're wearing a Hikaru Shida shirt right now, so
yeah, her first AEW shirt.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was when I first saw one of her first shirts, I'm like, that looks weird. I'm not gonna get that one. But I have the other one that came out, the second one, which is like that comic book cover looking thing.
Oh yeah, the Holy Sheeta shirt.
I think it's the Holy Sheeta shirt. That shirt looks. That shirt, I thought I saw that shirt. I'm like, absolutely getting this because one, I love Hikaru Shida. I wish she was doing more though, but now
Yeah,
I've noticed this. It feels like they kind of positioned her more as like a not a gatekeeper, but like what's the word I'm looking for? Um, a good hand.
I don't know why they won't turn her heel. Like,
The reason I think it is because she's just too likable.
I mean,
That now I've said that, but
yeah,
we see how Miss Saya Kamatani over here
true.
killing it as the Dark Phoenix. Okay, so her tweeting some weird things. The whole thing that that interview she gave with I think it was Tokyo Sports where talk about oh my god was it oh my it was Taguchi or something and she said something really like freaky thing. I was like, girl, why? I don't think you can be saying that stuff in public.
Oh
First of all,
Lord.
I'm like, what happened to you?
Oh my
But
God.
and also, Starlight Kid, who's very likable, killed it as a heel.
Yes,
So
very
Momo
much so.
Watanabe, also very likable person, doing very well as a well, depending on who you ask. Uh, doing. I think she did. She think her joining. Listen, I keep saying this. Momo and Starlight Kid joining Oedo Tai was the best thing to happen to those two.
Oh
Um,
yeah, known together
um,
as Black
I know
Desire.
I know a lot of people still cry about that. Not so much Starlight Kid, more Momo because of
Uh-huh.
how it went down. But let's be real. Had she not turned, I don't think Momo would be in Stardom at this point. He probably would have left many years ago.
Yeah,
So
that makes
and yeah,
sense.
I think that's so. I think there's a lot of stuff happening there. There's a lot of things coming out. This is interesting, right? So, and I did find out about the ID program that as of right now, uh, because somebody asked about the AEW thing.
Uh-huh.
Um, no, it was right as of right now. It's not going to stop Tony Khan from booking these people to work on his shows. Um, I and I don't know about signing them, but I mean, they can if they want to. I mean, again, there's nothing that says any of these people are going to sign with WWE, right? So,
Oh, got a North Carolina talent, Jackson Drake, got ID'd.
oh,
From Firestar Pro Wrestling. That's out here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
I heard they were gonna sign some people over there. Um,
Nice. I've met Jackson Drake a couple. Oh, seen him
yeah,
live a couple of
I know they're
times.
going to Canada. They're gonna have one for Canada as well. So,
Man, so they
wouldn't that
just.
be wouldn't it be funny if they just said, "Hey, Josh Alexander"? No. Um,
But yeah, they're going in.
There's a lot of So let's see. Let's see. By the way, I love the other guy, the new guy that I've just came across because of the ID thing. Oh
Hmm.
my God, what is this? Cappuccino Jones,
Oh yeah, yeah.
bruh. I saw his video that he posted. I'm like, no, I already like this dude. Like, I just he first of all, what sold me was his name, Cappuccino Jones. I
Very
mean, come on
unique.
now. And then his Twitter handle is oh my God, what is his Twitter handle now? I gotta see this here. Um, Here we go. All right. Cold Brewer Jones, Cold Brew Jones.
Ah,
And then his Twitter, and then his oh my God, and then And then his bio says Pro Wrestling's Cafe.
Oh man, that's a pretty neat.
And he's actually he is really. I saw his video. I'm like, yeah, this character will absolutely get it over at NXT. This character was made for NXT.
Oh,
So
they got some more historic crossover special
announcements.
T-shirts. Yeah,
Oh,
special.
special teasers.
Yeah, they got a nice one
Oh,
with.
they just announced. Okay, so I don't know if you or you. I know you were talking about it, but they just uploaded the match with Stephanie Vicaire
Oh, nice. Right
with,
on.
with Mayu.
Yeah.
I see what you mean now. They've been doing that. They did
Load
with the first one. Why? That's interesting. Actually, the more yeah, that is quite interesting. Actually,
loading up on the content.
that is crazy.
But yeah, they got a Despy Kid shirt, Zack Sabre Jr.
Though
Micah
I will admit, it is
shirt.
odd to see them tweet out a match featuring Utami now that she's not with the company.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, even got a Great Okan Suzu combo shirt. Oh, snap.
oh, is that on New Japan World?
Uh
Not New
on
Japan.
on the Japanese NJPW X account.
Well, actually, I'm gonna see if they got. We'll see. Let's see what they got. I'm curious to see if they got anything on the global site here.
But they look pretty nice. They have a Hate Club shirt for Hate Club for
Oh, they're gonna call it Hate Club now.
yeah.
What's the first rule of Hate Club? Don't talk about Hate Club.
There you go.
um. So yeah. So okay. So right now, okay. So they got nothing up there right now, unfortunately. Uh, which does kind of suck here. Wait, did I see another Stardom shirt finally up here? Oh, they finally got something else up here other than Club Venus and Oedo Tai.
I'm still
they got
waiting on them to get some Neo Genesis merch.
so they got the Stardom logo on here. They got EXV, and they still have the Oedo Tai shirt up. Oh my God, they still have Donna Del Mondo shirt up too,
Oh,
and
interesting.
that's crazy. Oh, and a Queen's Quest shirt.
Okay, they got the EXV shirt. I'll probably eventually get that, but I'm waiting
They got
patiently.
shirts of factions that don't even exist anymore. I feel who's ever running the New Japan site is kind of out of date here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, I didn't even know you. I did not know you tagged me in a tweet until just now.
Oh, that was right at the beginning too.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what oh God, what did Mexicaster do now? Oh, oh God, of course. Oh God, he went. Oh, no, so apparently he dissed Kamala Harris.
Ah.
Of course he did. There's always there's this thing that people try to tell him that not talk. So
Right. But
let's see. I'm seeing what else we got here. This guy doing some stuff here. Um,
so I know that so this weekend Stardom, TJPW, Noah,
oh, that's right. I can
uh
actually look at Stardom regular tweets now because even though since they lifted the unblocked thing.
what's really interesting is both World Tag League and Goddess of Stardom Tag League finals are on the same
Okay, I ain't
day.
gonna lie. That Hate Club shirt actually looks fire.
Yeah.
Apparently, did you know Tekla's got her own Bullet Club shirt now?
Oh, she does?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's called Idol Killer.
Oh, that's a perfect fit for her.
I think she's tweeted about it. If we can find it here. Uh,
More Momokogo training
That's crazy.
videos.
The Stardom talent is. I've thankfully been lucky enough that I can blocked by any Stardom talent.
Ah. Um. Oh
Here it
yeah,
is.
and
Here we go.
apparently, Amisore has been jogging, not full speed running yet, but has
Yeah,
been
I
jogging.
saw that.
So she's
Yeah,
coming
so I
along.
sent it in the Discord, the picture of her wearing the shirt.
Ah, let's see here. Oh, that one. Oh,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah. That
Yeah,
actually looks pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. I love that they've integrated some like merch. I wish they would have done something like this for the last show.
yeah, yeah,
Like
definitely.
imagine them doing something like I don't know, Queen's Quest was um Bushiman. No, that's not it. Queen's Quest with an air guitar or
Oh, yeah.
something like that. Or Micah. Uh, oh man, see now I kind of wish the Kanemaru was still doing stuff, and then we can have a beer off with Micah and him. Uh,
Oh, Micah's got that. Oh, that's
uh,
easy win for
yeah.
her.
Listen. When they announced the teams for this, I said the one thing I want to see out of this was Micah convinced uh, Zack Sabre Jr. to drink a beer, and I
Hmm.
got my wish. So,
That you did. That you
uh,
did.
so, so like, um, but yeah, that I did see that thing you were doing. It was like I think it was like one of the things where they do those preview with the people in the matches, and they do like the like Q&A and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, I saw the one with Micah and uh Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know if Starlight Kid and Despy did one,
I don't know either.
but I know one of the questions was about drinking beer, and I just thought it was funny. Like, of course it was.
I'm looking forward to
So
seeing what kind of mask combo that they do together.
speaking of Tegan Knox, it's officially Tegan Knox's birthday.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so happy birthday to Tegan Knox.
Happy birthday to Tegan Knox, aka, well, now Nixon Newell. Which she has some dates booked in December. I want to say back, definitely back in Europe. I want to say in maybe in Germany. She's supposed to be.
I forgot that my Sakura is a champion in Mario for a second.
Oh yeah, still one half of
I
the
forgot that she still has the tag team titles with Mirai.
Mirai Saku. Yeah,
I'm trying to
good
see if
call.
anything else is coming up. Why do I keep seeing the same video of Rhea Ripley?
Oh, breaking the internet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like that's common with her.
I'm go. I would every time I go down, it's like that same video of Rhea, and then it's a couple pages down. It's a picture of EO holding a title.
Yeah, one thing she has is no shame, no shame at all. Um,
Ooh, Dakota Kai tweeted earlier today.
which is good to have her back.
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw some weirdo online saying that she was never good. I'm like, what?
oh, she was a beast ever since in the Indies and Stardom.
Like, come on now. Like, yes, she's got has like two ACL injuries, but come on now.
Yeah, she's
There might be another one that I'm missing out, but yeah, I'm just glad she's back. And I saw that video that of them, when they're getting ready to go back.
hmm
They they're waiting for Oscar to come back. So
Yeah,
they 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 miss Oscar. We all miss Oscar. So
but
oh,
hey, at least she's locked in for another handful of years.
yeah.
So
Speaking of Oscar, she did finally get her packages. By the way,
Ah,
The ones that the ones that she had said was stolen by
right,
people.
right.
I don't know what they were. I think they were meant to be like gaming stuff.
Yeah,
And the
cause
one thing, I mean, if that's the case, I'm like, I wouldn't want to screw like. Listen, when you're a gamer, you wouldn't want to. You don't want to just get screwed over like that, and especially when I want to screw over someone like Asuka.
yeah,
Or
and
she'll write a what was that? What was it? That thing she wrote that pissed people off.
oh yeah, that manifesto.
Yeah, she'll write a manifesto about the people who stole her packages.
Yeah,
You don't want that.
definitely do not want that.
You don't want that.
Because
So,
she really went into deep detail with that
so any new
manifesto.
comments?
Nah, nah, not on my end.
All right. So I'm not live, so so that's why I was asking. And I give that same photo of Io holding the title. So
Ah.
oh, another one that has been ID'd.
Oh,
Jackson Drake.
oh yeah, that's the one from North Carolina.
Oh, you just mentioned that. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah, you good?
I thought it was somebody else. Somebody new. Like so, I thought it was like a brand new name. Like just seeing it, I was like, oh yeah. Now that you mentioned, I'm like, oh well, okay. Oh, what's this? What's this? Mikuana. Oh no, that's my Sakurai. I think so. Is this my Sakurai or is this Mikuano's? Who am I like? Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Oh,
Is
nah.
my Sakurai challenging Mikuano?
Yeah, so she has a title shot for first stream, January 3rd.
So there's 3 matches?
Yep.
I thought there was only 2 because you mentioned the one about the other title. The
The
oh my god,
GHC
the
women's
Noah
title.
title.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
GHC women's title. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So yeah,
But I'm
my
not surprised because that's something Rossi would like to do, have a champion challenge for another title. So,
totally looking forward to that. I'll be
um,
VIP for that show.
I don't think I don't think she's gonna win though.
Oh nah, nah, I don't think so either.
Um, that is
Um,
actually a good question. I thought about this the other day because I was looking through like because again Marty Gold's roster is like really small still. Um, like I was thinking is we are almost I guess you and I are probably at maybe at an agreement that Utami is gonna beat today.
yeah.
But my question now is who is gonna beat Mikuhano? I mean, they could run the match back with Bozilla, but for the title,
That was one option I was thinking. Um,
they could also run back Mikuhano and Mirai,
that's another option.
which I would love to see that match again. Um, the second question, like, I would be bad. I know she's not. Hell, listen, a lot of people want to see this match. I still want to see this match. She wants to have this match happen. Mikuano versus Kyrie Sane.
Would that be a first time ever match?
Yes.
Ooh.
Mikuano was an actress wrestler. Remember?
Ooh.
Kyrie has mostly been Stardom and
Yeah.
WWE.
That's a good point. Well, I was curious because like at the same time I didn't realize that Natsumi Shozuki wrestled in Stardom and she was a champion before. So
Yeah, oh, I knew she wrestled in. She was. Oh my god! And I'm not gonna look this up. I know. I don't quote me on this one here.
because I
So
didn't because I
Marty
didn't
Gold.
I didn't realize she was as old as she is. So
Oh, good thing I looked up the other show here. Shozuki. Here we go. Shozuki. Yeah, she's 35. She don't look 35, by the way.
exactly.
She's she's the fight superfly champion, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, she's a former Goddess of Stardom. She was the tag team with Kyrie.
Yeah.
So
Which I did not even know that.
actually, I can look up Kyrie's other accomplishments right now. So Yeah, Kyrie mostly wrestled for Stardom and WWE. Actually, only Stardom and WWE. I don't really count New Japan because obviously that's uh,
Right.
it's a sister promotion. But yeah, that's interesting actually.
Although
So, oh, go ahead.
although I do still hold to the possibility that I do think Victoria Yuzuki will be the one to the throne, Natsumi Shozuki.
I can see that. Hopefully, because I'm because at some point it's gonna get real old real fast if you don't put put a title on her.
Yeah.
Because
Um.
I still think had she not left Stardom, she probably would have been the one to beat Rina.
Yeah.
Uh,
Agreed.
which I'm curious if Amasaki was ever actually was going to be was always the plan. I'm not so sure. Um, but because now the question is who's going to be uh, uh you know Amasaki. But did you have you been able to find a way to watch the Runaway Wrestler yet?
Nah, not other than the one way I sent you, which, it was in one of
I'm like, I'm grateful you did because I'm not going to try to do all this overseas crap just to watch
yeah.
movie. But listen, I tweeted about it and I thought it was enjoyable. Right? So even though I didn't understand a damn thing I was being said,
Yeah,
um,
I've heard good things. I've definitely
um,
heard good things.
the actress who plays Miyu was
Anna.
really bummed that a lot of people overseas can't see this movie yet. Um,
Yeah, hopefully they will
yeah.
find a way to.
I thought always thought that a cool thing would do it on like have it on Netflix or something like that, right? Or
Yeah.
or something like that. But um I was surprised of how much Kyrie was in this movie, playing obviously herself,
Oh
which
yeah.
I thought like when they announced that she was in this movie, I'm like she most I'm like, who is she gonna play herself? And then come to find out, yes. um, um, and then a lot of questions was are they going to cover Peach Rock or no Thunder Rock? They did.
Oh yeah.
Uh, which I'm like when they introduced EO like 50 minutes, like 57 minutes in the movie, I'm like, oh my god, it's EO, but not really EO, but character
Right.
EO. I'm like, and then I showed you some of the clips, like the screenshots. I'm like, no, she's got the smile down. She's got the dang the the look of her down. She had everything down. I'm like, oh my god. They even called her EO. Like I know some of the wrestlers' names were changed.
Right.
Like obviously, uh, Momokogo's character, which is supposed to be Fuka,
Yeah, Fuka. Yeah.
is I forgot what they called her in this movie, but and then he had somebody who obviously is supposed to be Rossi Ogawa, but it's not Rossi Ogawa.
Right.
They changed that. They had, which wasn't in there very much, but the girl who's supposed to be playing Momo Watanabe, which
Oh,
barely
interesting.
was in the movie. It's
Huh.
weird, but I'm like, they covered a lot of that. I'm like, and then they did the shot. I swear that the shot that they had with Kyrie on the top, and Mayu and they're like that's obviously for the Freedom fans right there.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then they had who I who I somehow figured out was supposed to, was I don't know how I figured out the one girl was Axe and Yoshiki or
Oh
Yoshiki
yeah.
the incident
Yeah.
which I
Yoshiko.
wasn't sure if
Yeah.
they're going to cover. They did, um, but it took me a second. I'm like, who are these people supposed to be? And then I seen the costume of one of them. Like, oh my god, they're about to do
The
the
incident.
incident that kind of I don't what's the word I'm looking for. Kind of. almost painted Stardom in the bad light,
Yeah, because
which caused a lot of walkouts and
I
a
don't
lot
think
of.
you can even pull it up on Stardom World.
No, I don't think so. Because again, that's a future to me. I think that's a future Dark Side of the Ring episode too. So,
Oh,
um,
absolutely.
I know that one place, that one show that they did the full Stardom episode on, did talk about it, but like, but yeah, I thought it was great. You know, I can see why they picked Kyrie to be Kyrie. She's even though she's like, I think she's like 36, 37 like now, right now, or something like that. She
Yes,
still looks like she did
pretty
in
much.
2002 and 2012 or 2015 or whatever it was. Io obviously physically, you could see she's changed. So
Yeah,
but
most definitely.
yeah, I liked it. You know, well, I don't know. Did you see the other the Dump Matsumoto show?
I still need to. It's on my it's on my watch list.
It was enjoyable. I do like they had Bull Nakano. I mean, you weren't gonna tell that story without Bull Nakano in it. Because I mean, those two are linked forever.
Which
Um,
we'll be meeting her in a couple of weeks at
Bull
WrestleCade.
Nakano, you lucky dog, you.
I had to jump on that. Had to jump
Yeah,
on it.
WWE Hall of Famer. Finally, after so many years of us begging for her to be in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Who knows? She might be in the 2K25 game.
Oh, I would love it.
I love the idea of having a global madness thing where it's like she leads it, and then you have Julia, and then Stephanie Vakir, and then like Zarya or something like that,
Exactly.
or I don't remember what I called it, but it was something like that. But um um speaking, by the way, also Mayu Utani told me like Io out of the three of them, Io's the only one that's actually wrestled for other people other than WWE and Stardom.
Yep.
It's great. I mean, technically, I don't know. Does Lucha Underground count for those three?
I would say so.
Because they did wrestle for Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
So, uh, obviously not as their names. Probably had to do with copyrights, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Which is weird.
As
I don't know why Mayu's got to be copyrighted. That's her name. um, uh,
yeah.
Io and Kyrie. I mean, technically, Kyrie is her first. Her first name is technically Kyrie, or is it Kyori?
Kaori.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes more sense here. Io's name is obviously not Io. It's Matsumi, I believe it is.
Yeah, Matsumi Odate, I believe.
Which I'm very curious if what Mio's first name is, because they've obviously have the same last name. So,
Oh yeah,
right?
good point.
Because they're obviously they are blood like sisters, right?
Yeah, from what I've
Okay,
heard, yeah.
I just want to make sure because we've never actually seen her real name before. So I just was wondering now that I know that they are. So now I know that that she is an aunt, an actual real aunt to the
Yeah.
kids. So,
Oh yeah.
I saw that when she won the title and then went over to Japan to have a vacation because Triple H is like that for her. So
Oh yeah.
and I saw the picture of her nieces and nephews holding the title. Like that's adorable.
Yeah,
so,
that's totally like them to do that. So
so, but yeah, and she's getting, but yeah, Io's getting the bag, man. Like, if it isn't very clear by now, she most likely has resigned by that point.
yeah,
And I
I can
mean,
believe it.
given the thing, given you can tell she's getting it back. She's just flexing on social media all the time of what she's been buying and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
So
her breaking the internet too.
yeah. So speaking of which, what do you think about that whole stuff with Carlito? By the way, we might as well talk about it.
So
I hated it, first of all, but
personally, okay, I get the whole idea. If the whole idea was trying to make him look ignorant, okay, but was it still in poor taste? Yes. Um, Word is that the ladies were okay with it.
which I don't buy at all.
I
I,
mean,
I can't really sit here and say that because like that I can't believe that because we've seen uh I mean it was faintly on television, but it was loud enough for her to pick it up about the whole about somebody a fan telling her to go back to China,
yeah,
and it said I'm Japanese, bitch. And then he
like,
immediately does a split, which was funny.
the
um,
interesting thing about it is like the timing just
uh,
seemed way too, because like you had mentioned,
right.
there's already the flashback to that incident with Io with the fan telling her to go back to China. There's also been reports of, Kyrie had mentioned about her dealing
Yeah,
with a
she
similar
may have
issue.
gotten the worst of it out of the both of them
Right.
when they went to I think it was St. Petersburg, Florida, or something for an NXT show,
Uh-huh.
and some dumb idiots in the crowd were chanting things like "Happy Ending" and Pearl Harbor at her,
Yeah, it was, yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. So,
and she responded to it, of course, on Twitter with the the photo of the world and then the kids around it of their
yeah.
color. So
And then it's like you take that plus the fact that what Carlito said was ad-libbed.
and
It
you notice they've never brought it up again. So
right. It just, now I'm not saying that they were or weren't okay with it, but it just it doesn't add up because of the fact of these details. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, no, it doesn't.
So, like,
And he wasn't on the show last week, so uh,
I mean, I get the idea that he's supposed to be coming off as ignorant, but I just think that whole thing was done in poor taste.
and I've noticed since then he's had less speaking roles on the show. I
Right.
would not at all be surprised if uh, they get squashed on Raw next week to the War Raiders, and Carlito is the one who takes the pin.
Yeah, I think ultimately it could have been one of those where he got pulled to the side and be like, you cannot do that again," and just nipped it in the bud, maybe. But
You try going watching that stuff from the '90s with freaking Val Venus and the dang that's not gonna work. That can't fly in 2024.
yeah, yeah, a lot has changed. Definitely a lot has changed. I just think ultimately it was done in poor taste. And like it was definitely frowned upon. And I know folks are kind of split down the middle about it, but
I'm not a fan of having this racism on my television. It's just, it's kind of like it's yes, it's pro wrestling, but pro wrestling isn't about supposed to be about all that. It's supposed to be about pro wrestling and storytelling, stuff
y-
like that.
yeah.
This is one thing I can't stand about MJF's character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Um which
And I've seen people be like, "Well, our truth is well, people laugh when our truth does some crazy stuff. Well, our truth isn't out there going saying some racist things."
yeah, he's not saying like outlandish stuff like that.
The other the
So,
other the other week, he went down the hall and said called Pete Dunne Pete, and so talking about Butch, and then went straight to Damien Priest and says, "Don't call Butch Pete. He hates that name." And
yeah.
that was funny because it wasn't it wasn't what Carlito did.
Like it's more ditzy than anything else.
Listen, I know our truth in the Miz did that whole thing with the ice cream thing, but
Right.
it was still funny. But it wasn't. They didn't get to make the joke, so that's why I'm letting it slide.
Ah, yeah. So, but yeah, like I wasn't a fan of that Carlito segment, to be honest with you.
Right. So, but I did watch Dynamite last night. I'm glad Mina was back on television. All right. So,
Yeah,
uh, more Mina is great. It's the best part of the show. I mean, best part of the show.
yeah,
Holly Cameron is actually. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you when she's away from Soraya, she is hilariously great.
yeah, yeah. She's got a good thing going. She's
I know a
definitely
lot
got
of
a good
people
thing
is
going.
trying to compare her to Tony Storm's character, but at least it's better than what she was doing.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah, she's got a good thing
I think
going.
Mina hopefully is going to get that title match with Mariah May because I, I don't know what the heck Tony Khan's waiting for at this point. Um,
Yeah, um, I expect that the turn is gonna happen when they do that celebration for Mariah, I guess, when they're both reunited, and that's probably when the turn is gonna happen. But
as far as I know, the women's championship is not on the line on Full Gear next week.
hmm right,
So they could be saving it for World's End, but they also could just mm, decide to do it on television. Who knows? I hope not, because it's a pay-per-view match.
right.
But
That's right, because they got World's End and Full Gear. So yeah.
also, I want to send my congratulations to the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Oh yeah, second child.
I didn't even know they had. I knew they had a first child, but I'm like, dude, how many Rainmakers are you hitting? I'm
Hey,
kidding.
build build
Listen,
build that family.
man, one of these days, those kids are gonna grow up and say somebody that in their school that their teacher's gonna ask them, what does your parents do for a living? One's a wrestler, one does voice acting for anime.
Ah yeah,
I mean,
pretty.
it's like,
That's quite a combo.
think about that. Becky Lynch and Seth, their daughters are gonna be like, that, and he's gonna be there. They're gonna ask, what does your parents do for a living? My mom and dad are wrestlers.
Yeah, exactly.
One
Uh
of them happens to be probably one of the top women in the world. So,
oh, shout out to the Rascals. They did a shout out to the Motor City Machine Guns and Chris Bay during their match
yeah.
tonight on Impact doing
Again, thoughts are with Chris Bay right now.
yeah.
Um, so
Um, we'll see. ABC was originally on the card for WrestleCade weekend. Maybe he'll still make it, but hopefully he does. I would love to
I
show.
don't at that point I don't think he's gonna be wrestling if he does make that show.
Yeah, but it would be nice if he made it to meet the fans. I can
Yeah, probably.
show
Well,
my
it all depends on how he's doing in the hospital though.
yeah,
So
but
that's
just
first and foremost there.
but of course
Um,
any way I could show my appreciation.
yeah. Also, speaking of Motor City Machine Guns, you mentioned them. They very well liked backstage right now, WWE. So, which I love hearing.
Yeah. And also to add to that, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I recently just found this out. It was actually the Motor City Machine Guns that reached out to the owners of DPW
Uh,
wishing to get in to get booked.
oh yeah, I did. I've heard about this.
Yeah, it wasn't the other way around. Motor City
Uh,
Machine Guns
yeah,
reached
I've
out.
heard. Yeah, every story I hear about Motor City Machine Guns is they want to help out. They let- that's one thing I like about people like Motor City Machine Guns is they're not greedy. They're not greedy people.
Yeah,
They
and
they they
I
want to help out. If they lose to the Street Profits tomorrow, I'm not going to be mad because, again, like I said, they're going to want to help out the Street Profits.
oh,
Um,
should be a banger of a match. I
um,
hope they get
so
plenty of time for that match.
I mean, because am I happy that they're the tag team champions? Absolutely. But am I going to be mad if they lose to the Street Profits? No, because I think the Street Profits really need something at this point. So,
Agreed.
especially Montez, if they don't win the tag team titles, Montez needs to go onto a dang singles run. Okay,
Yeah, which I think he would do great
he's
as.
well much owed a singles run because like when people thought actually like, well, what tag teams can do a singles run? I think Montez is one that can do that because he is great in the ring and he has charisma for days.
Oh yeah.
Um, Now, one downside of that is unfortunately Angelo Dawkins on that end.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean,
they're gonna have to
I
figure something
don't
out with
know,
that.
I see. I don't know if they're gonna lose the tag titles or not because I kind of want to see them. Because they've been teasing that rematch with DIY.
Right.
So what I think is gonna happen is Motor City Machine Guns retain, and then I want to say, I would say do Saturday night's main event, Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY. Motor City wins, and you do the Black Heart turn
Ah.
because they're obviously at this point they're clearly setting up a Tommaso Ciampa heel turn.
Yep.
Um, which I'm okay with it. They're not really doing much with DIY as the tag team.
Yeah. He's
Um,
he's better as a heel anyway, if you ask me.
um, I don't know if I don't know if I my main concern is I don't know if DIY Champa Gargano feud would capture the same feeling that it did on NXT. Because when it was happening in NXT, that was one of the best feuds in WWE history.
Indeed.
So what I would do is call up Shawn Michaels and be like, "Hey, let's collaborate on this story so we can tell not the same story but a better story."
There you go. There you
I
go.
would absolutely love nothing more to see Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano on a WrestleMania stage.
Oh, that would be ginormous.
I'm already predicting that they're going to do Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on that show too. So because all signs feel like they're pointing to Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania based on how things are being played out. So
I wouldn't hate
uh
it.
so so um I was going to talk about War Games, but I'm like, we can't talk about that right now because that show has not aired yet.
Oh yeah, that is true. That
People are
is
mad
true.
about that, and I'm like, why? I mean, I get it, but like, y'all Bloodline fans gotta chill out, man.
I mean, I was hopeful, but then again, I was just like, well,
It's not the like I mentioned this a lot of times, like with War Games. War Games has always been known to have teams that did not like each other
yeah,
put together, or teams like even though this is one of the worst examples of War Games because that match was horrible, but the Hulkamaniacs versus the Dungeon of Doom. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but my main point here of that is Hogan only agreed to team with Luger so he can get so if his team won, he could get 5 minutes with Kevin Sullivan.
yes,
He didn't like Luger. He didn't like Savage either.
right,
Sting, iffy on him with him, but but like again, I said, Sting was fine with Luger because they were friends. Macho Man was fine with Luger and Sting because uh, it's not Hulk Hogan. so,
right,
so, but yeah, like if you guys know the spoilers I'm talking about, you know what I meant here. But
yeah.
yes, there's been matches where War Games had some weird people. Shockmaster was in freaking War Games ball for God's sakes. Buck Bagwell was in there.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
if Buck Bagwell could be in War Games, damn.
says quite a bit.
So yeah, but yeah, very looking forward to this weekend. Good stuff. Actually, we might also mention this now. Plan right now is to do a review for that show, you and me, probably on my channel. I'm not entirely sure yet.
Hmm. I'll
Um,
I'll be ready.
um, which I for some reason I thought it was on a Saturday. It's not. um, it's on Sunday,
Yes,
thankfully.
technically on
Um,
Sunday. Yep.
technically at 3 o'clock in the morning. I think maybe. Let me
I
look.
I actually have it listed as 2 in the morning,
well, I'm gonna go to my New Japan World right now. I almost put New Japan
but I think
WCW.
they're doing the pre-show match at 1:30 in the morning technically.
So we got okay. So all right, we go to New Japan. Open it up my New Japan app right now. Oh, not my New Japan app, but you know what I meant. Oh, here we go. Start crossover. Um. Okay, so they have it listed for 1:30,
Okay, 1:30.
which is in. Oh, I thought it said. When I read it, I thought it said it was live in 32 minutes. I'm like, wait a second. I was like, oh, it says live in 2 days and 32 minutes. That
Cool.
makes more sense. Um, I
Mm.
I love how the poster that they have up here has the main event and the women's title match, and then underneath that, Great Okada and Suzuki.
Oh yeah.
Funny. What else is listed on here? So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. And I believe there's a star, not Stardom. There's a. What is the next? So what is the next official like? uh Actually, you know what? I should have that. I should have that already. What am I talking about? I have this. I have it up bookmarked. Stardom. Let's look that up. I have the schedule here, and then I have workout schedule, and then I have the distribution schedule, which makes out. Okay. So, so let's see, let's start crossover. So the next, okay, so the next one's gonna be on tape delay, so they won't be live again until the finals. No, no,
Oh.
no, not the finals. No, they won't. Hold on. Next, okay, so the next live one is the 30th Survivor Series weekend. But the next tape show with them, their house show without release date,
Hmm.
is the 20th November. For some reason, I forgot that the finals is in December, not November. I don't know why.
Oh.
So, when exactly isn't that the 7th or is that the 8th? Oh, it's the 8th, right?
The 8th. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, so so do you have a distinct like idea of who's the top three for each block?
Uh, yes.
I
So,
think we both have agreed on Fukudobo Crazy and possibly Restart.
so for the Red Goddess block, um, so if it were to stop right now,
All right.
third seed is Concave Annex Con Complex.
Okay.
That's Shuri Saki Kashima. The
Right.
the number 2 seed is Fukuoka Double Crazy. Number 1 seed is Cup High Mate. So that's how that's looking. And then on the blue side,
Yeah, but isn't Fukudobo Crazy the top spot though?
no, so they're 4-1. Cup High Mate's 4-0.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how they do um the leadership by. Um, but yeah, because even though FWC had the extra match, is the fact that they had a loss.
okay. For some reason, I thought I'm thinking the blue block. For some reason, I thought they had 9 points.
Um,
I was thinking a restart. For some reason I don't know why I thought Hazuki and Kogumo had 9. But
and then in the blue block, of course, number 1 seed of the blue block, is Seriano, Natsupoi. Number 2 seed Hate Supreme, number 3 seed Devil Princess.
I think so. So when they get to that 3, so what happens after that? Like, because normally it's the winner of each block faces each other.
So the number 1 seeds are guaranteed into the semifinals.
Okay.
So the 2 and 3 seeds have to face each other of the same block, and then the winners will face the semifinalists, the number 1 seed.
Okay, so if it was to stop right now, restart would be going to the semifinals.
Yes.
Okay.
And Cup High Mate would be going to the semifinals for the red block.
All right, so when is Fuka Devil Crazy's next match? Who is their next opponents?
So they don't wrestle their next match until they only have they got 3 matches left, which are the 20th, 21st, and the 30th.
What about High Cup Mate?
For a High Cup Mate, the 20th, the 21st, the 24th, and then December 1st.
All right. So their next matches are on the same day, basically. So
yeah, which one of the matches is against Fukuoka Double Crazy.
Okay. When's that one?
That's the 21st.
Okay.
Those
are important matches because that should give you an idea who goes where.
Yeah. Now, if we're talking about like the strength of their schedule, I mean, High Cup Mate has to face Inaba Toyogami, which should be a win. Fukuoka Double Crazy, which that'll be a tough one. Let's see. Psy Queen. Now that could be a tough one as well.
Right.
And Tokimeki Parent Alamode's on the 1st, which they should win that.
You think, but they had to beat Micah in the title match, so
yeah. Let's see. Now for Fukuoka Double Crazy, they got O2 line on the 20th, Cup High Mate the 21st, and then their last match is against Psy Queen on the 30th. So
okay.
They got a.
I feel like they should win over O2 line.
Yeah. Psy Queen, that could go either way. And
well, see, I think. Well, I don't know if that matters much unless we get the real match that has to, I guess, you should keep your eye on is the one against High Cup Mate.
Yeah.
Because that one could decide things there.
Yeah, that'll probably determine who ends up sealing the number 1 seed.
And on the blue block, I unfortunately, as much as I would love nothing more for to see Devil Princess go all the way, I feel like they're going to give that the restart at this point.
Yeah. But I think they'll probably, I mean, unless Star Fox or Mad Tiger Girl make a big push toward the end. I mean,
right now they got 4 points. They got to, I guess, win their next 3 matches. So,
well, which team?
Mad Tiger Girl.
No, they have 5. They have 5 because they have the draw with Star Fox.
Either Wikipedia screwed me over or
yeah, Wikipedia is a little
Wikipedia
slow on
screwed me over. Is what it is. Let me bring up the other thing. Yeah, I don't know where. Where did they get that draw from? Recently? Was that recently?
Yes, because it was. I want to say it was their most recent. It was either before they defeated Reckless Fantasy or after.
Well, the best way to find that out is cage match. Let me see. Go to matches here. Now that doesn't help me either. they they stopped them at beating Reckless Fantasy. So uh
So Reckless Fantasy must have been their most recent match then.
the 11th. It was the 11th when that match happened. But I know they had a show. They had a show this week too. So
Yeah. Earlier this week, yeah.
why don't I? Hold on, let me see.
And they don't start back up tournament matches until next weekend.
All right, let me. Oh, I don't have your updated one apparently. I still have your old one.
Uh I mean, I can drop you the updated one if you like.
Yeah, I might want to do that.
Yeah, I got you. Let me send you that right now. And upload file.
Oh, Yankees fan is mad at me, by the way. so when the Yankees lost the World
Damn.
Series, I tweeted that out the post of the damn Yankees, and somebody didn't like it very much.
Oh man. What in the world?
Okay. All right, here we go. So I don't want to try anything quickly. Okay. So right. So based off this, only two teams are technically eliminated. Right?
Yeah, which and that was mainly based on what they had posted because
Yeah.
I still don't fully quite see well,
I could have sworn they tweeted out somebody else was eliminated.
cuz I'm still trying to figure out how the heck O2 line is still in it.
I said O2 lines on red, right? So
And well then again, Tokimeki Pure and Ala Mode still has 1, 2, 3, 4 matches. And that's the thing, because they have a handful of matches left, which means the high number of points that they
I
could
would
still
say that
score.
is because don't they have to then like a total of four matches that you have to lose in order to be basically eliminated?
Yeah, and it's
Well,
just and it's harder too, being that it's not one winner from each block. It's
well,
three.
given based off of this thing, it says that they have over 1 and 3. So I would say if all right, let me see when is the next match. So if they lose the Poké Devil Crazy, they're eliminated.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Um, because that they're left with that one and they're on the 30th against. Okay, so they had what 3 matches left in the tournament, 3 or 4 or something like that.
Yeah,
Let me see. Let me look who else. See, so same thing goes for Tomoka Inaba and Rina Yagami, by the way. And uh
cause
the coffee makers. So
cause technically, Peach Star Rock is still in it, but they need to win out and they need help.
uh, well, they've already lost for us, so shouldn't they be even been eliminated already?
Well, they could still get 8 points.
Right.
which, there are two teams that currently have 8 points, but at the same time, they would need to win and they need a bunch of others to lose in
Oh,
order
they would
to.
have to win their next two matches then, wouldn't they?
Yeah, which one of them, Inaba Toyogami, they could win that one, and then the last one is Tokimeki Pier and Alamode, which.
Well, I don't. That's interesting because because they aren't doing too got hot either. So
Yeah, and then they
I
have.
I personally want Miyu to win that match, so I don't have to see them going on about that match anymore.
Yeah, same.
Um, I'm looking at the blue. I'm looking at the blue block and like Dub Princess. Their next match is they have to win their next match, otherwise.
But the more I think about it, I got a feeling that at least one team from Hate will make it to the top three from both blocks.
So well, I don't think it's going to be the tag team. So I mean, it could be. Um,
I
let's just say
mean,
BMI 2000. There's another. Is it just BMI 2000 that's in the other block? Or no, it's
yeah,
Cycling.
they're Psy Queen and BMI 2000 are in the red block.
I'm looking at. Let's see.
So actually, both blocks have teams
I
from.
I could actually see BMI 2000 in there
Yeah, they definitely still have a chance.
because they're doing a lot better than I thought they were going to in this tournament.
The thing is, they only have 2 matches left, so they gotta make.
So, let's see. What's they at right now? 6. So 6, 8.
Yeah, that match against AnnexCon, that's not gonna be an easy match.
Okay, let me do some calculations here.
But I definitely think for the Red Goddess block, we're at least. I think it's safe to say we know we're gonna get Cup High.
Okay, so I was looking at this. If they win their next two matches, they go through. BMI 2000 is.
I see.
I think because that would give them 10 points. So, oh no, I'm looking at wrong. Oh, no, I'm looking at wrong number. No, hold on. Let me try it again. 2. No, I'd still give them 2 points. That's weird. 10 point. Wait, hold on. What? That don't make no sense. Hold on. No, not 6. What am I doing here? 6 plus 2, 8, and then another 2. 8 plus 2. There's no way that's 10 points, right? No, it is 10. Okay, I was right.
Yeah.
I was correct. I was like, wait a minute, that math wasn't mathing there.
But yeah, their match with AnnexCon, that's probably gonna determine between those two who gets a seed.
All right.
But
Let's see.
I
Then we have.
but I think it's definitely safe to say Cup High Mate and Fukuoka Double Crazy will probably get 2 of the seeds.
And I'm gonna say. All right. So I'm gonna say. FWC High Cup mate and BMI 2000.
You're going BMI 2000, okay?
Yeah.
Um, now,
All
how do you feel about Blue Goddess block?
right. So let's see. So something tells me that Restart's gonna. I'm confident on Restart getting in there.
They probably will end up securing that number 1 seed.
And then so hmm. Well, based on this, I'm gonna go with you. I, this, I think this could be more. Okay, so let me think here. All right, so on the blue block, I think. Do you think somebody from Hate's going to be in it?
Yeah, I think so too.
It's either
Um,
going to be Hate Supreme or Devil Princess, but I can't see them putting Hate Supreme in there since they're the champions.
well, I mean, they could still make the playoffs, just not, I don't see them winning
Yeah,
the whole thing.
yeah, that's true.
It's just the thing is, the 23rd they face each other, Hate
All right.
Supreme and Devil Princess.
So
So, and Devil Princess only has 2 matches left.
all right, yeah, because they got Hate Supreme and Team
Team
Classroom, which
Classroom.
I'm assuming they're going to be Team Classroom. So
They should beat Team Classroom.
um, so then again, Team Classroom beat Ngori. So
That is true. That I did not expect.
so uh, for some reason I thought Ngori was undefeated, and then I realized that was Reckless Fantasy. I was undefeated, and then they lost.
Yeah, they finally lost. And
Um,
Reckless Fantasy still has 5 matches left.
how many draws is it in? There's 4 in the blue block. And so you know what's surprising to me?
What's that?
There's not been a single draw in the goddess in the red block.
Which probably means is bound to happen soon.
All right, so you mentioned. All right, you know what? Something tells me this is just me throwing out here. That I think when they do the Peach Rock Alamo match, I think that might be the
Think that might be
TLD.
a draw. Okay.
Yeah. Can you see them beating both Miyu and Tam in the same match?
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
Also beating Tam so close to her defending her title against Sayaka.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So,
So that
for
yeah, that
Blue
does make
Black,
sense.
yeah, that's tough. So, all right, so restart. I'm obviously gonna go there. I'm gonna go Devil Princess and what's this here? Crazy Tigress.
Yeah, Crazy Tigress still has 4 matches left.
I don't see. Well, hold on. Let me look at Wingori here. Yeah, no, Wingori. It's not. Yeah, yeah. At that point, I think Wingori may be done.
Yeah, they got 3 matches left, but they might beat Reckless Fantasy. That might be
so,
the only the next win they get, but yeah.
so, so, what do you think is the finals or the semifinals based
Honest,
on everything, or you just predicting? Either one works.
uh, so so for Red Goddess, something tells me. I mean, do we get the Cup High Mate Fukuoka Double Crazy run back in
I
the
don't
in
know.
the playoffs in the semis?
I don't know. That's the question.
Cause that could totally happen. Um, and then again, that would be pretty big to have.
Because my thing is, I'm trying to figure out what you do with Micah on December 29th, right? So because you can't just go from her main eventing the show last year and winning the title to not doing much of anything with her.
Yeah, I mean, and see, it's interesting because there's a number of things they could do. I mean, you could have Micah be a back-to-back Goddess Tag League winner.
Right,
You could have Fukuoka Double Crazy being the only team to do it back-to-back twice.
right. Because Micah's already become the. I don't know if anyone else has done it, but she was one of the first that I know of to be in the finals back-to-back years of the 5-star.
Yeah.
She's the first woman in 5-star history to go undefeated.
Yeah. And I mean,
she's done a lot of firsts. I've noticed that with her.
but because it's like, okay, Fukuoka Double Crazy had the quick loss to NX Con, and then again, we don't want to sleep on Shuri and Saki Kashima,
Right.
because
I mean,
now,
I know earlier in the year, I jokingly said that I wouldn't be surprised if they won the tag league and the tag titles. But that was before. That was when Konami was the champion.
yeah, and now
So
Saki,
that now that theory doesn't make any sense.
yeah, and now that Saki Kashima is like, I mean, got a new finisher. She's looking, she's turning into a threat.
Which I said was like if the pedigree and GTS had a love child, that would be the
There you
the
go.
move.
Which apparently translates to super hot.
Which is hilarious, by the way,
Yeah.
but very accurate when, well, listen, I'm not going to try to simp on here over that, but you know what I meant.
Yeah. And then again, I mean,
Meerkat will though.
yeah. But then again, you know, Saki Kashima, we got to remember she's won the Goddess of Stardom tag titles before, of course, with Miyu back when she was with Stars.
Oh my
I
God,
mean,
I forgot all about that.
yeah. So yeah, honestly, that could be the sleeper. That
Yeah.
could make a big comeback. I mean, not saying that they're doing bad, but they could be the sleeper team to win this whole thing. I hate to say it, but it's not
I mean,
impossible.
I mean, they could, and you, even though it's not Konami in the title with the titles, he still would be getting some measure of revenge on Hate.
Right.
Even though it's not Konami. Um, but also we still don't know whether or not Hate Supreme is going to remain champions going when we get to December 29th.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's a lot of chances that a lot of these titles are not going to be on those people when we get to there.
Because as you had mentioned before, they still got shows, even once the tag league concludes.
Like, I can totally see uh and I mentioned this to you in the DMs. I mentioned if Restart doesn't go to the finals, right?
Uh-huh.
I mentioned because they're most likely going to do the finals as a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
So I could totally see them booking Natsupoi versus Tekla on that show for the white belt.
That way that they could do Poi Starlight Kid at Dream
Yeah,
Queendom. I see.
and then get
Yeah.
that match out, the match with Tekla out of the way.
There you go.
Now I know here now they could do this as well. Um, let's say Shiri or actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. All right, so I'm gonna just throw this out here as so. Let's say High Cup mate wins, right?
Okay.
I could absolutely see them because they tried to do this with another show, and I don't remember which one it was. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was what was it? They tried to have another match start right then and there. It was oh my god, it was recently. It was a Stardom show. Trying to remember what it was. Somebody had came out, uh, and they tried to start the match, and then it didn't happen. Uh, but
Oh.
I could totally see Icon win the tag league and then immediately try to get them to defend their titles right then and there.
Oh, just right on the spot.
I don't know why. Something tells me they might actually try to pull that.
I mean, it's not impossible.
Because
I
do
mean,
you think that Heat Supreme is going to walk into uh Kurgan Hall, not Kurgan, but Sumo Hall,
oh yeah,
the titles?
Ryogoku. Um, it would probably be difficult to do that and then go like coincide with the idea of the story behind Momo Watanabe
Yeah.
going against Hate.
Well,
So
I mean, not really. I mean, they could still do that. Have them lose the titles and technically try to blame Momo. I mean, here's what the way I would do it is them do them they to me they should lose the titles beforehand and then have Momo get blamed for it. Kind of like how they blamed Starlight Kid for and would you believe it? It was for the same titles too.
oh
That
yeah, that is a good point,
uh
which led to her getting
they
ousted.
blamed Starlight Kid for quote for costing the match, even though the Rock is the one who brought the dang briefcase to the ring.
Yep.
So
As crazy as that was, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is interesting to think about how we get there. Uh, because I don't know, we'll see on that end.
It's going to be very interesting. I think next set of matches and the results we get, because I mean, we're talking 4 days straight
All right.
of matches. I mean, 20th, 21st, or actually, no matches on the 22nd. So it's 20th, 21st, 23rd, 24th. I mean, that's going to really determine a lot.
Right.
Whew,
There's a lot to look forward to on this. So
it's crazy.
yeah.
It's not even December
I mean,
yet.
could cycling pull a trigger? I don't know, maybe. But if they did, I don't see them going. I mean, they could. I mean, I wouldn't mind them going to the finals, but they would not be winning finals because obviously, for obvious reasons, like Kamatani is already has a match set for that show. So,
Yeah,
um,
and then, well, shoot, they already got stuff brewing for Sayaka Matani. They got a tournament. As a matter of fact, they got a tournament getting ready to start this weekend to determine the next challenger for her Regina de Wave title. And Koguma's in it.
yeah.
So
Oh, you mean Saya and Koguma?
yeah, it's a 16 wrestler tournament. The Regina de Wave Next Challenger
Right.
tournament starts on
Single elimination.
yeah, starts on the 16th, and it looks like the finals will be on December 15th.
Man, imagine if they do. Imagine if they ever did a single elimination tournament and they decided to put one of the title champions in there.
Oh man.
I already don't like it when they do it with the round robin tournaments, but um, yeah, I had to see. I had to just make sure that Double Princess actually did beat O2 line because I did. I know O2 line. It was Star Fox. They
Ah,
did. I couldn't remember if they did or not. But yeah, because out of that is where I think they're gonna get the set up that match with Rina and Sarah.
oh
Because
yeah.
that feels like a likely next challenger for Sarah there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So and I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think she would fit well. I think she could pull off being a high speed or champion, or just in that division in general. Um, I wouldn't be opposed to Rina beating Sarah, by the way.
Oh, her dethroning her and winning the high
Yeah,
speed title.
I wouldn't be against it.
Interesting.
We saw what she could do with the Future Star Championship, so
This is
um,
true.
yeah, that I believe she would probably be. I could be wrong there, but I think she would be the first one of her sisters to hold that title.
Yeah, she would be. She would be.
Because I don't think I think Hanan has challenged for it before, but
Yeah, she's challenged for it, but hasn't won. She
so
did a pretty good
I'm
job
looking to
too.
see if yeah. What is the longest run with that title?
I believe that goes to I think Natsuki Tayo.
Yeah, 679 days.
Yeah.
So let's see. So all right, I'm trying to see how many days. All right, I'm trying to see if I can find. But all right, so I had to look that up. So Tayo's got 679. Miyu follows it up with 501. Mary um Bache, I believe, uh, 490. Azumi in her second reign, 458. Riho,
Ah.
351. Io Shirai, 292. Riho again, 258. Leon, I'm pretty sure that's many. Leon, no, it's not. I thought it was. Uh, 239. Azumi again, 120.
Mhm.
Uh, Corey Kurari with 220. Hazuki with 208, which still baffles me that's been her only singles title run.
Yep.
Sai Kamatani 202, which is hold on, let me see. I just seen the second. Here we go. Okay, so not a 4 day difference there. Uh, that's a boy. There's that. Starlight Kid. That's interesting. May Sarah and Starlight. So this is pretty interesting. Think about this there. So the first brains for Starlight Kid and May Sarah with that title
Uh-huh.
lasted the same amount of time.
Oh wow. Interesting.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. I was looking at that. I'm like, it's Wolf, Koguma. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Koguma. Koguma only had it for 84.
Yeah, she didn't have it for long.
Okay, so let's see. La Rosa. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name because I don't want to make it sound like I'm getting canceled. um, had it for 18 days.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Death Time, I had it for 21, which I didn't they give it to her again like that recent like before Saki Kashima won, or was that, or am I thinking of something else?
Um
Or was that when Azumi had it and then did that 3-way and then Saki Kashima won it in the 3-way, right?
yeah.
Okay. I still can't believe they ended her reign with like that. Like don't get me wrong, I love Saki Kashima, but like if you're gonna have a reign the way that Azumi was having with that, you should have done better with that.
And I guess once again, well, probably I was saying, the artist titles take a back seat again, but they'll probably be defended between now and before Dream Queendom.
Well, I'll tell you what title won't be defended on Dream Queendom. The SWA title.
Oh yeah, that's still
Might as well just give up on that title there.
that's still collecting dust.
Yeah, it's a I've heard that the title's been changed hands multiple times by the likes of Blackbeard uh and maybe I heard a Wall won the title at one point.
Oh Lord.
they, they, they might as well just turn that into the DDT. Oh my God, what is that title called?
The Iron Man heavy
Yes, that
metal
one or
Yeah.
something. I'm surprised they didn't make a title specifically for the. Oh my God, what was those shows called? The showcase match shows.
Oh, the Stardom and Showcase
Yeah, but yeah,
with
yeah, but
DJ Pretty Dragon.
I don't think I have anything else to add for for this stuff. But again, looking forward to Start Crossover 2. Can't wait to watch the New Blood show. We might even get progressions to freaking other shows on that show. Who knows? You know?
Yeah, it's very possible
Yeah.
for
But
sure.
yeah, I thank you for having me on this show here. This
Indeed,
live stream.
indeed. This was an oh, kudos to you on the idea. Because
Yeah.
you actually technically
Yeah,
had
I was
the
thinking. I
idea.
was like, well, I still want to do the prediction stuff. I
Yeah.
was like, well, it would be weird to do a prediction show after do that. I was like, well, why don't we just predict two shows, talk about whatever else we want to talk about when it comes to wrestling, and then react to that show, the one on tomorrow, the New Blood show.
Yeah, the New Blood
Now,
show.
if Historic Crossover came on at the same time, I'd be like, let's do that show too.
Yeah.
but it's not going to be. So, but but yeah, you can find me Piledriver Pulse, Twitter, Misfit Wrestling Pod, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pandora, probably missed one, Audible, YouTube.com/@Misfit Wrestling Podcast. I'm hoping tomorrow. Uh, Hopefully, I'll have a SmackDown review up tomorrow, depending on how good. Listen, if I'm bored during the show, I'm probably not gonna have one. So, um, yeah, that's hopefully the plan. And then I'm going to jump on here with you to watch New Blood.
Yep. Sounds like a plan indeed. Want to thank everybody for coming through. Had a good turnout. For all those in the chat that commented. And yeah, got quite a weekend to look forward to. Should be
Yeah,
fun.
let us know who you think is going to get to the finals and who's going to win the tag league and all that stuff.
Yeah, please do. And like I said, these are always archived, so by all means, leave a comment, leave a like, a follow, all of the above. We thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight's live stream. Uh Misfit Wrestling Podcast in the house. Once again, thank you for joining. And there will be more to come. So y'all be on the lookout. Thank
See
y'all.
y'all tomorrow night.
Thank y'all so much for Misfit Wrestling Podcast, Blitzball Champ Gaming. We will see y'all tomorrow night. God bless. Take care. Happy wrestling.